Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're doing good today. How was your day? How's your week going? It's hump day today. I hope you guys are doing good. So thanks for the first name, man. I hope your food's is going pretty well. What are you eating right now? You said you're eating, so you're putting your keyboard away. So I'm guessing it's kind of some sort of like sticky or that makes breadcrumbs or something. So please do share with the class. I'm interested in what you're eating. And thank you so much for being here, Atchit. That is wild. I never expected to be in anyone's top, to be honest. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna be in anyone's top, but just having people that I'm there in their top 5 watch streamer is insane for me. That amazed me. I didn't expect that at all. Like, next year, for sure, I'm gonna try and make myself some goals for 2024. When we go to New Year, I'm gonna post some goals. I have some ideas for it, but I want to make some goals for where I want the channel to be, what I want to do for the channel, how I want to improve myself, because there's still a long way to go. So I hope you guys are gonna stick with me. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy the ride. We've got a lot to figure out. I'm not happy completely with how I'm doing things right now, so we're gonna try things. We're gonna try what works, what does not. And I'm gonna take your guys' input. If I do something and you don't like it, feel free to tell me and we can adjust that. But other than that, welcome in, Eka. I'm not Stinky, you are. Welcome in, and Overlord, welcome in. I can't wait for you guys to have the new emotes. Like, they're almost done. I'm probably gonna recontact the artist just to make sure. Like, I contacted them maybe 3 days ago and they didn't get back to me, and I just want to make some change on one of them. But we're good friends, so it shouldn't be too bad, and I trust them, so I'm excited about it. I've been working around with VTube Studio yesterday, and god, is it a pain. That's such a pain to work with sometimes. So I found an asset that is like a live 2D model that you gotta import as a live 2D object to make it work. So I get it, I set it up, I set a keybind with the item that lets it change like colors to the colors I would want it to be. So I set it all, I decide what I want to do with it, I go there, I watch what it happens, and then when I go to... Thanks for the lurk, chat, by the way. I hope your day goes well. But yeah, I set everything up. It works on the item. Like, I put the model that is the item that I want to import. I drag one in. Then I use the action that would be used to change the color. It works great. Everything's working fine. So I go back to the new model, the one that you guys haven't seen yet, and you're gonna see probably early next year. So I go back to the other model. I import the item. It doesn't have the right color. I'm like, fine, I'm gonna press the keybind. I'm gonna set the keybind, press it. I tried pressing it, but for some goddamn reason, I don't know why, it does not work on my main model anymore. The next thing I gotta do is test if it is on only this model that doesn't work or on everything else. But I'm so lost. Like, sometimes it's probably just a single thing that I'm missing. I don't know what I'm missing, but it's probably just a small little thing that I'm missing. And once I figure it out, it's gonna be insane. Everything's gonna work. And it looks so good. Like, I tried with the colors because I found a glitch that allows me to have it, but I just cannot save this settings so that I can make a keybind afterwards so you guys could like trigger it and everything. So that's a problem right now. I was able to test that the color fits the new model and everything, and that works fine. And for the problem is being able to do it on a keybind so I can do it on a redeem afterwards. So I'm working in the background, I'm working on an overlay, I'm working on everything. I'm running everywhere right now. It does not stop. Like, with work, I have a lot of stuff to do, and end of year's coming. I don't know if you guys work on retail, but apparently it's insane. I do not work on retail. I remember working at a McDonald's when I was younger, and that was insane. So I hope you guys can have some breaks. Like, I know some people do like 13, 15-hour days. But at least I get your work has been crazy. I hope you had a lot of overtime then, because that is insane. Like, end of years, people are running around. I hope you guys bought your Christmas present already, because like it's running late. You got 1 week before Christmas, so especially with with an alcoholic manager, Elna, fuck overtime. Yeah, at my work, I work for a tech company, so we don't really have end of year rush or anything. We basically design product, and the clients that buys from us are big comp in like electronics and everything, so they don't really have, oh, it's the end of the year, I gotta buy something. Like, that's not something an everyday person is gonna buy. But so we don't really have end of year. It's pretty chill at work, to be honest. Like, a lot of people are taking days off, and it's pretty calm, so we're having a good time. But we have a strict policy at home that you cannot do overtime. It is like almost forbidden. You do not get paid. I get paid like yearly, so you do not get paid from overtime, and it is not encouraged at all. Like, you could do it if you want. If you have a big project, you can do it. But after that, you kind of want to try and negotiate to take times off the next week or something. But I don't really like that people try and take overtime to do less work the next week. So most of the time, I have a pretty short week to, like, it's 36.25 hours. So 7.25 hours day, which is pretty chill, to be honest. I always worked 8-hour days, and working 45 minutes less per day is kind of insane. It feels good. It feels really good. It just makes your day a bit easier because you cut it in half, and it's so much better. My friend tries to get him to work free overtime. Oh, that's not gonna fly. That's never gonna fly. If someone makes me work free overtime, ain't no way. I'm going, and I'm like gonna fight for my overtime. Use a PK engine and the code breaker engine to extend combo. You made a version of Blackwing Link deck. Ooh, how does that work? Like, I'm guessing most of your Link that you're using are dark, right? Because if you are using the Blackwing stuff, they are gonna lock you into dark pretty fast if you use Simoon or anything like that. But I'm guessing most of the Links you're using, I'm gonna guess like there's Wise Trick for sure. But other than that, I don't know. I'm curious what it is. If you want to drop it in the Discord, feel free to do so. Since he's been there like 6 months, his boss is like, prove your loyalty. Ain't no way. Like, is he working retail or something? Because that's not legal, I think, right? Like, that's not legal at all to ask for free overtime to quote unquote prove loyalty. Engineering ain't no way. It's not even like, I don't understand how the employer can ask that, because here, if an employer does that to any engineer, the engineer's just walking out the door and looking for another job. He's gonna find one like 30 minutes afterwards. There's so many jobs for like electrical engineering here that if I get that one time, I just go next door. I'm gonna go to another company. It's not gonna be hard. There's so many like company hiring right now. I use Wiserick to go into Zephyros to allow extension, and I can go into access code. Access code is dark, yeah. Darkness, Metal Dragon, Chaos Angel, Dispatter, etc. That's insane. Dispatter is my new favorite. I want to show you guys one thing. Before we start the Master Duel, let me show you guys one thing that I've been playing around. So, I've ordered some cardboards, IRL. You remember, I don't know if you guys remember my vampire list that I was running. Like, I can show you again. This was the list I was running before. So, the Punk Engine, plus the Horus, and the Vampires. The problem I had with that is that the Punk Engine was really strong, but the extra deck was kind of like stuck because I needed to run the Jam Dragon Drive. And enjoy your zombie. Thank you so much, Eka. Thank you for being here. I hope your day goes well. It's pretty much like early days for you, right? Are you going to bed? Because I'm guessing it's like early, like morning. But when I mean early morning, it's like 2 a.m. or something. Later in the stream, we can do a duel together and I can show you the potential. Ooh, I'm down. I'm down later. I'm gonna try and reach for duelists like as high as I can with the zombies and everything, but we're gonna see how it goes. We might switch to rank at one point, but for now the goal, only 11 p.m. Oh yeah, that's 5 hours. I've got like 7 hours in me. Oh, that's a big day. Please go rest. Please go like chill. I don't know. Are you gonna play Baldur's Gate or something? Like just go rest up. Do something chill. Not much brain process needed, and just like have a fun time. It's important to like take care of yourself and just turn off your brain after work sometime. The biggest thing I always say to people is you do not want your hobby to become your work necessarily. Because if you work and then you go do your hobby and it's the same as work, it's just going to be the continuation of your work. And you're going to get bored of it. You're going to burn out super fast. So you need to have some times for yourself that you can just disconnect. Like go for a walk, go for biking. For me, that's mostly what I do. Like when I need to disconnect from everything, I just go outside, I go running, I go biking and everything. Welcome in, Infernal Dark Emperor. Here's a question. What does Melodious do? I don't know. I know they announced a new card, right? Like, they announced a new card. I know there's this girls. I didn't watch Arc Vita because they're getting new support. That's what I saw. I saw they were getting new support. Apparently it reads like a custom card. Like, did they... I don't know where to find it. If anyone has a link to it, I think the link should be allowed in chat. It's been a while. Is it this one? Flowering Étoile de Melodious Grand Choix. It seems like a combination of French and English there. Okay, let me see. So, refrain. Okay, let's look at this. We're gonna look at this real soon. But what I was going for, like, we do have the deck that I was talking about. So this was my old version that I was running, but I was not happy with how it felt too samey all the time. It did not have that much grind game. Like, if my punk combo is done after turn 1, I'm kind of stuck. I've realized that all gold is kind of bad too. It's an okay card, but it is a brick most of the time. It is a win more card. I don't really need it. So I cut it in my new build. And what I've been running instead in testing, I haven't played against another player yet. I'm gonna need to test. But I did order myself some new Lubellion. So I ordered a Lubellion. I ordered one Saronir, the Allure of Darkness, the Regain, and the Shinobi Necro. Yeah, there's no Chaos Ruler. I'm kind of happy that there's no Chaos Ruler. Chaos Ruler is kind of gross, to be honest. I'm gonna be happy one day. I use it because it's insane. But I'm gonna be happy when Chaos Ruler gets banned in Macedol. It's just a matter of time. Like, it's gonna be a matter of time. They can't keep Chaos Ruler in forever, I think. It's banned in the OCG and the TCG, right? It's banned in both, so ain't no way Chaos Ruler can stay. Every time it comes on the field, it's degenerate. It does way too much. Tier abuse it. Dragon Link abuse it. Every deck that can use the Punk Engine abuse it, so... it's kind of annoying. At this point, it gets samey. So this is the deck I've been running. And the goal of this deck is that the Bishops are pretty good right now. If you face any dark deck that use a graveyard, so like... that's Unchained or anything like that, it can get a lot of value from the Bishops. Or Teolement. Teolement gets killed by... yeah, Unchained, Teolements, and there might be other decks. But this deck uses the Bishop Rebellion plus 4 Bishops here to go into it. We have the Horus package, as always, to go into our plays. Because now we're not running the Punk Engine, we can allow ourselves to run Allure of Darkness. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19... 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 dark monsters. So most of the time our Allure should be live. So that's a good card draw there. We have Allure, we have the Branded Regain, which is kind of insane in this deck. Like recurring resources, recurring stuff, drawing more cards to fuel the King Sarcophagus that we can use. And the Bishop allows us to reactivate Shang-Chi. In our older version, Shang-Chi can only be activated once most of the time. We activate it then with Ghost Fusion, then it's pretty much dead in the graveyard. And we can activate Shinobi Necro. It's Kashtira Zoo. I can see the point because like both of them don't really compete with each other. Because Zoo is a one normal summon Zeus or Trident, and the Kashira don't really need their normal summon, so I can see why they would work together. And the luck on Kashira is mostly you can only Xyz this turn, so that's fine. I understand why the deck would work. But yeah, so the plan here is with the Bishul here, if you can get, let's say, Magnamut in your hand, and you have Shinobi Necro in the grave, plus the Lubellion that you use to get Magnamut, you can use, let's say, Magnamut, banish the Shinobi Necro, summon itself, activate the search. Then you revive the Shinobi. You use the Lubellion to send the Magnamut to the grave. And then you have an 8 and you have a 2. So you can go into this pattern, and this pattern is so insane in this deck. Like this pattern, getting yourself more bodies, you can get yourself Uni-Zombie because you have ways to... Like, Shang-Chi banishes a zombie from your graveyard when she tries to resummon herself. So if you know you're gonna go into this pattern, which not every hand can do, but most hands should be able to. So if you can go into Shang-Chi, what you can do is just... banish a zombie that you want to get back afterward and make this pattern and resummon the zombie that you sent from the banish zone. So that's a game plan. It's been working pretty good, and what I like with this build is that it has more grind game. My old deck, the problem was it was all out. If you do your combo, you put up like 3 negates maybe and a banish, which is pretty good, plus zombie world. But this one can do about as much, but it can play around again. If it goes to turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, it can still keep playing because the Druid Swarm allows us to recycle some zombies and everything to keep going. So that was the plan. I bought my card. It costed me a lot, to be honest. It costed a lot of money because Lubellion is still about 20 USD. So Lubellion is kind of expensive. And with the... Runic Bishul that just came out, I wanted to not wait too long to buy the Rebellion because they are gonna go in price probably, because it's a lot of people are gonna look at Joshua Smith winning deck list and they're gonna say, hey, I want to build Runic Bishul, and they're gonna get sold out. So now the only thing I could want is maybe more Saranir because I only have one, but I have the other Bishul too, the Baldrake, so if I ever need one I can find it. It's not the more expensive one. Maybe the ratios are too tuned a bit. I kind of want to play 2 Mizuki, but the problem with playing 2 Mizukis is that you never want to draw it, so I don't like running more than one. But we're going to see. We're going to figure it out. And welcome Midnight Dragon Warrior. I hope you're doing good. We were talking about the new version of the deck I've been running. The extra deck, I'm probably going to cut this one to put in Psyframe Gear Gamma. Because I've been thinking, most of the time I can end on... Let's say I don't have Lubellion, but I have a Bishul and Shinobi Necro. What I can do is go into an 8 easily. So I would just like probably go Gamma, then Gamma get back the Shinobi Necro that is banished now into the graveyard, and then I can rip a card from their end, and it's pretty good. So that's the game plan. This one might come out too. I don't know if I need it. But other than that, that's pretty much the deck list for now. For sure, I don't have every single card. Like, I do not have an SPRL. I do not have a Chaos Angel. This is the my Copium list. If I had every single card in this list, I would be running this. But for now, I'm missing some card. Maybe one day I'm gonna buy an SP. Maybe one day I'm gonna buy a Chaos Angel. But both cards are like around 100 USD, so that's expensive. I've got other stuff to pay for now. I gotta pay for stuff for the stream setup, so we're gonna wait on that, but it's in the plan. Getting the Chaos Angel, getting the... Because if you can stick a Chaos Angel with, like, Lubellion plus the Retainer, let's say, for both effect, and you have a Dispatter on the field too, and you end on a Barone, that's kind of a hard board to deal with, and that you can end on, like, the Vampire Counter Trap. So that is a pop or a banish, depending on what you have. Like, that's an Omni, and they are unaffected. So that's pretty neat. Plus a Zombie World and a Doom King. So at this point, the board's pretty strong. And you do have the regain too, so probably some Bishul in there. So that was the deck I was cooking. The extra deck's, the side deck's not set yet either. Like, I gotta think of what I want to run in the side. But I just wanted to update you guys a bit about what I was thinking of running in the TCG in the coming, like, weeks. But if we go back to... Oh yeah, we can talk about this. The new Melodious card. Someone pointed out to me that they announced new cards. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what they do. Like, I know they are Pendulum archetype, but what do they do? I do not know. Where is my browser source? I'm searching, chat. Don't worry. I found it. So let's go here. And if I show you guys this, here's the new Melodious stuff. Opening Simoon plus Whirlwind plus Feather Whirlwind, not the necessary amount of extension. Ended with Dispatter, 2 Assault Dragon, Rusty Bardiche, and 6.3k Access Code Talker plus Fogblade. That's pretty good. 2 negates and 1.4k burns per monster effect. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So what do these new cards do? A low scale and an high scale. And when we talk low and high, it's insanely high. 1 and 9. It's a fusion archetype of fairy monster. They're only now getting pendulum cards. Oh, so they were never pendulum cards. Because I know it's the girl from ArchV that has them. But I'm learning today that they never had pendulum. Speaking of which, their link to monster is kind of crazy. I heard that one of this card is reading like a custom card. So let's read them. You can target one Melodious fusion monster you control. Send one Melodious monster from your deck to your graveyard. And if you do, target gain attack. That's kind of meh, unless they have good graveyard effect. But that's kind... This is... that's not a starter. That's always a problem. When you look at a card, you gotta look at what starts the card and what does not. That's what I'm saying about Vampires. Like, Vampires has a lot of cards that reads insane, but they don't have enough to start plays as of yet. They have exactly -2 graveyard effect. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So it's basically just an attack boosting thing for now. And if this card is normal or special, you can add one Melodious monster. Oh, that's pretty good. Searching. That's a Rhoda. That is pretty good. This effect is great. So if you normal or pendulum summon this, you basically get a search, which is great. And most deck wants that. If fusion monster special summon to seal while this guy is first up in the extra deck. Oh, and it places itself. So I understand the combo now. You normal summon this, let's say, search something, fusion summon, then it goes to the extra deck, and it's kind of like the fish lady from Nouvelle. So it resets itself because you now have a fusion monster. They have plenty of starter though. Any 2 monster make the link to, which summon 2 from deck, which basically gets you anything. Oh, so they basically have Gilgamesh. The DDD link to that set scale, it's kind of the same. They get 2 cards from there, but they special summon them. Okay, so I understand. You cannot special summon Pendulum monster except Light monster. That shouldn't hurt them too much because they are a light attribute. This effect cannot be negated if you do not control any face-up monster other than Melodious. You can add 1 Melodious spell card from your deck to your hand. Oh, that's pretty good. Adding a spell on the Pendulum effect. That is pretty good. Then, if this card is added to your hand except by drawing it for your normal draw, you can reveal this card. Special summon if that reads like a custom card. Like, you draw it, you reveal it. Oh, wait. You can summon the refrain, then activate the effect, search the couplet to reveal afterward, then special summon level 4 lower Melodious from your hand or graveyard. And that seems pretty good. And what does the fusion say? The fusion is 2 Melodious monster. Activated effect cannot be negated while control is fusion. It's pretty good. It's preventing chaining and can chain block some stuff. So that's pretty good. You can only use each of the following effect of Baha, the Melodious Maestra, or Baka. I don't know. Bacha. I don't know how you say it. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Melodious monster in your graveyard except this one. Special summon it in defense. Okay, so it's a recursion. That's pretty fine. Not the most insane effect, but if they can put it out first and continue comboing, it's pretty good. They have spells that summon from deck, by the way. That basically says summon a Melodious for free, but it's another summon as well. Oh, Basha, for not sure. Maybe. My first guess was to say Baha, because how it would like be often said with words that are spelled like that, but I don't know. I'm no like spelling expert, so we are gonna see. After the melodious support reaches Master Duel, I'm definitely running it. I can't wait. Quick effect can banish this any monster. Oh, so it's a big fusion. It's a melodious maestra. So this one. Or no, is it? It's a melodious maestra monster. I'm guessing all the fusion are melodious maestra, right? +2 melodious monster. So it's triple monster for this. It better be good. Then doesn't have the greatest stat itself. So let's see. Quick effect can banish any number of melodious monster you control until the end phase. Then you can return up to that many monster your opponent to your end. Ooh. That is kind of insane. Like, returning cards to the end. So, it is basically an emergency teleport. No, not emergency. It's... What is the name again? It's the trap card that... Evac. It's... Evacuation device. But I don't know, like... What is the first word of this one? There's a couple of main deck Maestra. And I believe only one Fusion Maestra. Not including the new one. Oh, okay. So they have main deck monsters to make this. They don't need to fusion into this afterward. That makes it a bit easier. Then you can only use the effect of Flowering Etoile, the Melodious Cranchor. Once per turn, if this card is this face-up fusion card, leaves the field. You can special summon. So they all seem to re-special summon a Melodious monster from deck or extra deck after that. Which is pretty neat. Like, you can special summon... I guess the extra deck is to... Because it cannot bypass the summoning condition. So this is mostly to get back your scale or something that goes into the extra deck, which is pretty fine. Then what is the new fusion spell? Fusion summon one fairy fusion monster from your extra deck using monster from your end, field, and or pendulum zone as material. That's kind of insane. Every time they can use the pendulum zone, that is always good. If a melodious fusion monster is sent to your graveyard while this card is in the graveyard, even during damage chip, you can place this card at the bottom. So it is kind of a Metal Foes fusion people were talking about. And I can kind of see it. It's kind of interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see if it makes the deck playable, because I've never seen those cards played. Like, other than in memes or anything, I've never seen anyone play those cards. But we're gonna see. Maybe it's gonna come up. So let me change to Master Duel again. I'm just gonna go run real fast to grab myself my water bottle because I forgot it in the living room. So 1 second, I'm gonna be right back and we're gonna get right into the Duelist Cup. So stay right there. I'm back. Did you guys miss me? I almost like face planted the on the ground when I left, because I'm standing up right now. I have a standing desk and I'm standing up. I decided to do it more. It makes me move a bit more. And it changed the vibe, to be honest. You guys should try it one time. Like, just try. I don't know if you've ever tried the standing desk, but just trying it, standing up when you work, it changed the mood. It changed everything. It changed the energies. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a different dynamic. And I went to move back without looking, and I forgot that I put my chair in the middle of my room. So I got kind of stuck on my chair and almost fell down. But luckily enough, I was able to catch myself. Oh yeah, that's a new version of this with the Lubellion and everything. We can probably try this. Try and see if it works right. We haven't tested this out that much, but now with the Bishol, it's gonna check a bit of the... what was the name again? It's checking a bit of the Cybers. If we fight Matmex, it's gonna be really good to have the Bishol for us. It's gonna allow us to deal with some of their stuff, so I like it a lot. I'm not fond of removing the Punk Engine in this for now, just because we do not have the Aurus. Like, we still need a second archetype that can play on our turn and get value out of it. So because we do not have the Aurus, we are going to keep with the Punk Engine for now. But I really love the Aurus stuff better. Because they can make Zombie Vampire, they can make a guy that stops Nib. And it's pretty good. That's going to be rough. Vanquish Soul, I still don't know what they do that much. And starting with Stake Your Soul is really rough. Because this one is going to add a Vanquish Soul. Maybe Burger? Like, what do they go for? I know this one is a Destroy. A line. They go for Burger. Burger, is Burger the one that burns or the one that draws card? I gotta learn this deck. I know it's like... I in the tier list, so I gotta learn what they do. So draw one card if they reveal a dark. Earth and Fire is inflict 1.5k, so they're gonna try and draw. They do have a Bishul, so we gotta keep that in mind. That is gonna be important. That is gonna be super important. So now we know they have a Bishul. I do not know if we can beat this going second. I'm gonna be honest, with the hand I was dealt with, if we add an emergency teleport, maybe we could. But without the emergency teleport, I don't really see how we're getting out of this. But we're gonna try. We are gonna try our hardest. We do have the Bishul Rebellion to get ourselves a Bishul if we need to. They have the Rock of the Vanquisher though, so... During the main phase, they're gonna be able to special summon a Vanquish Soul and another Vanquish Soul on my turn. So that is a bit annoying. Getting themselves the Xiaolong. And this one can reveal 2 fire to add a Vanquish Soul. So they do have double fire. They have Ryzen and they have an Ash. Oh, we're losing for sure. Ash Blossom, Bishul, and full Vanquish Soul combo. We are losing for sure. There's no way we're beating this. Like, they just got everything. 2 end traps. Bishul is probably one of the worst things against me. And no way for me to do anything there. No, like, way to play other than normal summoning. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be super rough. Because I think the Caesar can just destroy a card, right? Yeah, it destroys a card if they have an Earth. I know they have an Earth because they have the Ryzen. They have the Fire. I know that with the Ash, and they have the Dark. So they can destroy any cards at any point. I can try and make them use their Ash in case it comes up. And phase. Okay, so they're probably during my main phase gonna try and use the Rock of the Vanquisher to... If I draw anything to stop the Ash Blossom, I might be good. That is not something to stop the Ash Blossom. So now the question is, what do we want to do? This one is gonna add a Vanquish Soul card. So revealing the Razin, the Ash. Oh, so they might not have an Earth right now. Was the Burger an Earth? Like, let me see. Is Burger... They're adding the Burger. The Burger is a Dark. What would they have that is an Earth? The Caesar an Earth? Oh, come on. Well, we just lose now. They had everything. Maxi, Ash, Bishul, Stake Your Soul, plus full combo. Welcome in, by the way, Blue Toshiro. Like, there's nothing. If we went first, we might have a chance. But this guy just opened the nuts. He literally opened everything you would need. So if I go Xiaomin, I try and search. I kind of need to bait out the Ash and the Bishul. So let's try and do Vampire Ghost here. Vampire Ghost effect. Sending the Familiar. If we go Xiaomin, it just checks the Ash. Does not check the Bishul. So now he's gonna have a choice if he wants to Bishul the Familiar. He does Ash Blossom this. Okay, so we have the Ash out of the way. Now we can Lubellion to try and get ourselves the... Which Bishul would we want? I don't even know. They are gonna go Burger. Burger is gonna allow them to draw another card. At this point, they're just playing on my turn. They have everything they would need. So they summon the Burger, then they can reveal stuff. This Ghost gets negated. If we add another Vampire right now, we might have been good, but he's gonna draw a card too. Like, the Maxi is a bit too much for me. Without Maxi, I had a way to get out of this, but I'm not gonna have a way to do enough without Maxi now. So if we do Familiar here to try and bait out the Bishul, maybe it's gonna come up. Do you want to Bishul this? I know you have a Magnamut there. Do you want to Bishul this? If they Bishul it, we can maybe set up something. No, they don't want to? Okay. Let's search with Familiar, getting ourselves the... At this point, we're probably gonna get ourselves... Oh, they got the Rock of the Vanquisher. They're probably summoning Caesar, I'm guessing. Like, Caesar would give them a pop there if they drew another Earth. But yeah, Maxi's a fair and balanced card, right? It's just preventing me. Oh, they're gonna pop this. We are gonna add to our hand. At this point, let's add this. They just don't know. They don't know at all. They're gonna trigger this. And then we're gonna dodge it away. If this card is normal, you can add. That's fine. So they're not destroying for now. They're not trying to destroy. They're just trying to add a card, which is fine. I'm gonna let this resolve. They're adding the Earth. So now the Caesar is online. And they can summon it at any time. So they are gonna do that. They are gonna destroy everything. We are gonna use the Ghost. I should have went with something else because now this is gonna blank. But at least we can dodge this. Get a 2k beater on the field. That's at least that. We are gonna be able to tribute some of the Familiar to dodge the effect away. They do not have Dark on the field. So the problem is right now they still have the Bishul there. So I can't really... Oh, they use the Caesar now, and I know they have a Dark. Yeah, we're just gonna go next. Like, this guy's got too much advantage. 4 end traps plus full Vanquishal combo on turn 1. Ain't no way. And me, no end traps. Like, not starting any end traps was the bane of me. I could not do anything there. But it happens. I always say it. Like, in Yu-Gi-Oh, you get good ends, you get bad ends. I wish it would make the variance a bit less by preventing the cockroach from happening, but that's fine. That's fine. We got to deal with this. It's our life. We can't do much about it. Now the opponent's not choosing much. We're going second. So 2 coin tosses in a row lost. Kind of annoying, but let's try and make it work. We're duelist level 15, which is pretty good. We have an end. We need any card to play from this. Like, we need Ghosts. We need... the Amin, we need Italy, we need Lubellion, like any of those do anything. But we need to find it. We are gonna Ash this. We don't want them. It's probably Kashtira. Like, when I see reinforcement of the army, I'm thinking Kashtira nowadays. So they probably wanted to add the Rise Art. It might be Tier Element 2. They're setting one, so they seem to have bricked. Getting on Ogre, that's fine. Ogre is probably the worst one of them. Setting the trap, they don't have another cash name. So for now, the trap doesn't do much. If they add another cash, they would probably have summoned it. Like, ain't no way you're summoning Ogre before you're summoning, like, Fenrir or you're summoning Unicorn. So ain't no way. I'm calling the bluff. The problem is now, we do not have a play. We literally have nothing. So we just set this and we go end phase because we drew nothing. We drew two ofs. Now it's in their draw phase, so might as well... They can't special summon right now, so might as well wait for it. Let's see what they do. I'm not dead for now, so that's at least that. Setting a third card, it's probably an imperm at this point. Flipping up the Kashtira preparation. If they try and... No, they don't want to use it, so for now we're doing fine. Just 2.8k, they're gonna see our top deck. Maybe we revealed something bad there. Let's see what we're drawing. Let's see what was in store. Oh, the Deer Note. If they remove the Deer Note, that's really bad. Like, none of these top deck are good. What are these top deck? Maxi again. Hey, they removed the Deer Note for sure. Like, we're dying. We're dying. We're not drawing any of our 3-ofs right now. Deer Note's another 1-of, by the way. Mizuki's another 1-of. And we already have a Maxi in hand, so... I don't know who at Konami's stacking my deck, but last couple of days have been horrible. Let's set this here. And end turn. We just need to draw. I repeat, triple ghost is full combo. Any vampire is at least a part of combo. Any punk card is not that much of a combo anymore because we did get hit by... Come on. This guy's running MST. I'm really gonna lose to a guy that's running MST? You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me, right? Ain't no way. Welcome in, Varsine. I hope you're doing good. I'm getting completely destroyed by the Master Duel game. Like, it's not showing me anything. Okay, Maxi, Bishol, and Doom King. Another 1-of. Every single one of those cards are 1-of, by the way. Where are my 3-ofs? Well, I think we know we're drawing Maxi now. So double Maxi. Nothing we can really do about it. We can go into Relinquish Anima, maybe, to revive something, to go into Sucker, to try and do anything. Maybe that's gonna do something. Doing good. Got some time to support smaller people. Let's go. How's your stuff doing, by the way? I've seen you post on Twitter a lot. Magic Jammer? You're kidding me. I'm really gonna lose to this? Like, the guy's on Marauding Captain, but I'm just not drawing anything. I'm just not drawing anything. But this guy's on Magic Jammer. We can at least summon the Familiar still. Then... Oh, we don't even run the other one. So, might as well go Mizuki. Then we summon the Ash, maybe. Try and do something here. But I don't think that's gonna do anything. They have another trap. Oh, they do the Ogre. Let's see what they pick. Let's see what other cards they hit. They're probably gonna hit the Doom King. Please remove the Doom King. I do not want to see the Doom King. Please remove the Doom King at this point. Removing anything else than the Doom King. That's gonna be annoying. We can do... Sucker and try and draw a card. We know what the card is gonna be, though. Which is kind of the problem. So we could do Familiar here. If we do Sucker, giving them the Marauding Captain doesn't do much. We're gonna draw a card just to give us a chance, maybe. So drawing the Doom King doesn't do a lot. But now we could Familiar if we want. Get rid of the Sucker, then... Get a Regain, maybe? Like, is that really the better play? I think I'm going Battle first. Punching into the Marauding Captain. So, we got a draw. We punched it. Then, do we want to get the Familiar? If we summon Familiar, we can get another draw. So, let's try and set the Regain up. Then, we get ourselves... It's gonna look weird, guys. But we get rid of this. Then we summon that here. Use Familiar effect, searching anything. At this point, I might as well get myself the... Like... Vampire Ghost. If I get anything I can play. I do not play Vampire Fraulein. I think Vampire Fraulein is the most, like, bait that ever existed. She does not do anything for you proactively. She can help, but she's so easy to play around. So easy. Any competent deck can play around Fraulein. So I'm not playing it, but it's just right now that I've been drawing really poorly. I'm running 2 Italy, like... triple Ziamin, triple Ghosts, and all the Bishols, but I just don't see them. So it's kind of annoying. We do have the Doom King saved, but we do not have Zombie World anymore, so Doom King's kind of a dead draw. What did they hit now? They hit the Voivode. That's really annoying. I wanted to get this Voivode, but Branded Regain does not trigger from this. If a light is banished, except during the damage step, so it does not work. Please, any playable card. Any playable card. That is not a playable card. That is not a playable card. Another 1-of. So let's set this and hope for the best. This guy's not doing anything anyway. But this guy's like on Magic Jammer. If only I had a singular card. Cosmos? You're kidding me. We're going out next. We're not beating this. This guy, like, I don't know. Let's see my odds of drawing anything this game. Let's see how much Macedol screwed me. We could have drawn any vampire. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 draws that were good. We could have drawn 11, 12 draws that were good. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So about half my deck was insane draws we could get. But instead, we got Doom King, we got Mizuki, we got Deer Note, we got like all the one-ofs. Literally living in 1824, whatever was going through that guy's head. I don't know. But Ogre Beat is good enough apparently when you don't draw anything playable. Like apparently if you go first and you have some janky trap happening and your opponent breaks like crazy, you can't do much. Well, it's not a good display of vampires right now. The deck should be able to do a lot more. Now the problem is we drew a singular starter. We can play through an Ash Blossom. We can play through a Maxi. We can play through an Imperm. It's gonna be a bit weird. Oh, normal summon Vampire Ghost is good enough to win? Well, I had a chance still in this game. But once he flipped the Macro Cosmos, my deck literally cannot play under Macro. So at this point, I was just losing. Yeah, the guy just saw the Vampire Ghost and was like, oh, no, I don't want my blood sucked. I'm going away. I'm going away for sure. Ghost FTK. That's a power vampire, guys. See? You just summon a monster and people surrender. That is actually a pretty good end. If we have a way to play even if the Italy gets negated. So let's do Italy here. Not getting negated means we can even play harder. So the Amin? Dude, you have an Imperm. They did have a wait time there. So maybe an Imperm. They do have the Imperm. Good thing we started with Tracker here. So we can just special summon the Tracker. Go into Immortal Dragon there. But I'm really more happy with the build without the Punk card. So I might try to build it without the Punk card. The problem is it gets a bit weaker. Vampire are so good and underrated. They're pretty good. The problem is I can't wait for the Aura stuff to come out because it gives the deck so much more power. Okay, we can still play this. We still have a way. So 2 Entraps gone. Who would play Ghost Ogre in this day and age? I do not know. Oh no, it does not resolve. Well, we gotta pass now. Double Entrap. Let's see what they have. We have double Entrap of our own, so maybe. It's probably Punk, to be honest. So let's Maxi of our own. Let's hope we don't die. But this guy opened double Entrap, which is pretty annoying. Like, the Imperm was pretty heartbreaking, and I was like, okay, I got a way to play. Gonna set a card and pass. So we might be good. If we draw a Vampire, if we draw any Punk, we are fine. Lubellion's pretty good. Unless they have another Ash in this, I don't know. Knowing my opponent today, like, they have an Ash for sure. They do have something. Call by the Grave? No, okay. So we can add the Bishal Magnamut. Then they do have a light in the graveyard, so might as well use Magnamut. Magnamut is gonna banish this. Get rid of the... They're gonna call of the Haunted. Okay, I did not expect this. So, guess we're not resolving the Magnamut this turn. We can always summon the Familiar. Like, I don't understand what I'm fighting today. Summon a Familiar, punch into the... I don't understand why you summoned it. Does Call of the Haunted needs to be... Oh, in attack position. That's why. So we go there. Check who has a check mark now. Look who has a check mark. Welcome in, Maple. It looks good on you, the check marks. I hope you're doing good. We're getting a bit screwed by Master Duel today. G Golem? We're ashing, that's for sure. You're not goleming on me. Purple is a good color on me. It really is. It really is a good color. If they finally gave it to you, I don't understand why they weren't. Like, you were breaking the barrier so much, but they were stopping you for so long. But sadly, you joined at a bad time. We're getting kind of destroyed by just random things because I just keep drawing the 1-ofs in my deck and not the 3-ofs. So they're gonna get Dutch Scraper, then Dutch Scraper is gonna allow them to go into the link tree. It is G Golem. We have a way to play still. When was that even played last? I do not know. But I'm facing so weird people. I ate shit to Monarch today. I lost to a guy. You just missed it. I lost to a guy that was playing Kashira Ogre Beat. He had Marauding Captain. What was the name again? It was the... He was on Magic Jammer. And he was on Macrocosmos. How he won is that I drew Maxi, Deer Note, Doom King, Zombie World. So at this point, I can't do much if I just keep drawing the bad cards. Like, I need to draw one of my 3-ofs. Marauding Captain, Jammer, and Macrocosmos plus Cash Ogre Beatdown. It was so bad. Like, I did not find a singular Bestial, which would have been good. I did not find a singular Vampire, which would have been good. I did not find a singular Punk, which would have been good. So, they do have the big Golem now, which is a bit threatening. I think it makes it so he's unaffected. He can draw a card now. They're all Earth, but at least he has a Ghost Ogre. The annoying part is that he started with Imperm and Ogre on me, so that's rough. Now this goes to the grave, but if I draw any... Oh, I resummon this. Now we're cooking. So we get the Immortal Dragon. We should be able to do something next turn. Oh, it can attack everything? Okay, that I did not see coming. I should not have resummoned that then. I did not know it could attack anything. Reading, guys. Reading. Gold Pride's gonna be fun. I can't wait for Gold Pride. We're gonna do Magnamut this time, and they should not... By the way, they had a Call of the Haunted too. Just to stop my Magnamut, they had a Call of the Haunted set. For some reason, I do not understand what people are playing today. We are gonna add to our hand. At this point, they don't have another light. So, if I get myself this... You're hoping you get the Unchained support or Resonator support. The Resonator support goes insanely hard. Drawing the Ash Blossom here is really bad. But what we can do is Bestial Rebellion, get rid of this. Get the Lubellion here. But I can't wait for the Gold Pride. I haven't gotten the chance to play them in TCG really, because I don't want to pay for them right now. But I would be so down if Gold Pride comes to Master Duel and I can just play them. It would be the best. So let's banish the Magnamut. Then we are gonna summon the Joy Swarm. Then Regain activates. We can just go into a big pep here. We can probably just kill them, right? Like, just summon the Ash Blossom. That's great. Let's go Italy here. Italy is gonna get me the Amin. Let me read first. Can target one Earth Monster. Calling to discard. Gain 600 attack. Can make a second attack. Also if they attack. Is there anything preventing me from attacking this? And if you do place one, you can only use each effect. Earth Monster calling to discard gains. Yes, is it this one? All monster opponent control that can attack must attack this card. Okay, I see. I see. So we're gonna get the Foxy Tune here. We're gonna go Foxy Tune effect, sending herself to the graveyard. I read a card. Welcome in, Zeta, by the way. I didn't see you there. I'm doing good. I've shown people. I need to show you again because I didn't show you the new build I was running, but I've been cooking with I already did the Immortal Dragon, so there's no point in doing this. Let's go for the Chaos Ruler instead. But yeah, I've been cooking. I removed the Punk Engine of my TCG deck. And instead, I've been running the Bishop package with the Horus. And it goes pretty hard. It adds a lot of grind game to my deck. We want to get the Foxy Tune, getting as many level 8s. How many Quem? I do not use Quem. I don't want to spend $60 on that card. You're kidding me? It's 60, right? Or something like that. We are going to add to our hand. At this point, I want to add the Retainer because it gets me more stuff. So right here, we can go into Familiar here. We're just trying to kill. Like, we have a lot of ways to kill. We just gotta find the ways. So this here, activate Familiar. Familiar is gonna search me the... We're not gonna get Grace because there's no real way. We still have the normal. So we can get the Voivode, actually. Voivode's gonna be great. Then we do... IP here with this and this one to revive the Chaos Ruler afterward, banishing the Shang-Chi, sending the Mizuki to the grave. Like, we always can make Pep with this. There's never gonna be a time that we cannot make Pep. So we don't have to be worried about that. We banish those two. We summon the Chaos Ruler. Chaos Ruler is such an insane card. It is such an insane card. Then we use the Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is gonna banish the Ash Blossom. I'm legit thinking of picking up 2 more Quem and Duality this weekend to run the fun list. Is Duality expensive? Because if it is, I have some in my... Like... I have some Duality if you need some. Like, I pulled some myself, so... How much is their graveyard? Not that much. Is it all the graveyard, Wolo? I don't remember. Each card in your opponent's graveyard, so not that great. Do they have anything good in their grave? They have an Imperm, but that's not amazing. What we can do is go this and this. I wish I was running Chaos Ruler now, but it comes up so... What is that? $300? That's so expensive. Just me getting like triple Lubellion was around like $60 or something. Special summoning here. We want to special summon the Magnamut. Then we activate Magnamut here. We can go into... Might as well go into Wolo, to be honest. So use this, decide, making Wolo here. Then we want to get back a monster there. So Mizuki, getting us back the Ash Blossom that we removed. So that's a tuner 3. With this, we're going to be able to make the Pep. And with the Pep, we're going to have enough attack to punch it over their big G Golem. And after that, we can just clear the board. So right there, we could go for more summon, but I don't think that's necessary. Might as well just go battle phase. Then activate the Pep. It's going to be a big boy. You guys better be ready. Then we punch here. Go into them. I don't think they have any battle protection, so punching here. They are going to have a graveyard effect. Oh, the negate effect? That's fine. You're still dead. And GG. That was one way to come back into this. The hand was not great, but we pulled it back. Around like $20, I think. Okay, Duality is not too bad. I'd for sure take them off your hand if you're down. I'm gonna look. I don't know where they are. I don't know if I have them. I should look at it. I got True Rebellion for 20 euros after the Rarity Collection. Oh, you got a deal there. I should have gotten myself more. I should have looked around the venue when I was like at the YCS. Because I knew I was going to run Rebellion at one point. But I just thought I'm not going to need it yet. And Joshua Schmidt winning with a Bisholisk, and it took me by surprise. So I was like, before it gets too high, we're going to buy some. Two Quems, 2 Dualities, around 180. The big buys... You should have waited on Coach King and got your Quems. Yeah, for sure. So it's Pearly. We don't have a good ways to deal with Pearly. We can probably just Ash this one and make them need to have other, like, spells. Maybe they break on non-engine there, so we're gonna see. They do have the Pearl Lily, so we are probably dead. We are probably dead here. They get the My Friend. They're gonna hit into anything. At this point, they do not have the Sleepy Xyz yet, so that's at least that. That's our saving grace for now. They cannot go into Xyz. Oh, they hit the Delicious. We're dead. We're so dead. Let's hope it's not the Delicious that we hit, but it's probably gonna be Delicious. It is. We're so dead. Now they use that. They send this to the graveyard. Then they can make the Plump. They can reveal this. They're gonna hit something. We don't have an out to Noir in this. Other than, like... We don't even have an out to Noir. So, might as well go next, basically, at this time. They can just go into Plump, steal 2 more things, get another material, do a 6 Mat Noir, and at this point, this hand does not do it. So, I think I'm just gonna go next. Ain't no point in staying here. Like, there's no point in staying there. The guy just showing up is Royal Plump. Sadly, we lost the coin toss. Basically what happened. It will take at least another month for the Duelist Nexus stuff to come. So, oh, yeah, I can show you the list. Let me go to the... I need to reopen Omega there. So, let me open Omega while this game's starting, and I'm gonna show you the list right there. Basically, I removed every single punk thing I have in the... What is happening tonight? What is this? Where are my starters? I don't remember the last time I started with... We're gonna maxi here. If they want to chain another runic spell to blank the... Oh, they have an Ash. So at least the Ash is gone. We are gonna Ash Blossom for sure their Huggins that tries to add the Fountain. So let's hope. But it keeps happening. We've drawn Mizuki more than we've drawn Ghost. We've drawn Mizuki more than we have drawn Ghost or Xiamen. Like, it is insane at this point how often we have drawn everything other than our starters. So let's hope this is enough. Do you have a Call by the Grave at this point? They have a chainable thing. Can you negate my Ash? It's probably another runic spell. They started double runic spell, an Ash Blossom, and 2 more cards. Now what could you be on? I don't have... We're on a weird staggered schedule. It's really weird how they release stuff. Like, the Vanquish Soul got everything. The Rescuays did not. Oh? Tribute Summon Saranir? Ain't no way that's a good play. He's gonna get the tip, but he's not gonna have anything to play from there. So, what are you gonna get? If you get the Fountain, there's nothing you can do. Ain't no way. No, Tribute Summoning Saranir was the play. The mad lad, he really is. There was no way this was a good play to do. Like, ain't no way you have not better things to do. What he could have done is go tip, add another runic spell. I guess he wants to special summon Huggins again, maybe? He's got a Freezing Curse. That's the... Oh, getting rid of the Grace is kind of annoying. I wanted that. But that's just an extender. So Freezing Curse is the negate, right? Your opponent control negate its effect? Yeah. Oh? You're kidding me, right? Getting Zombie Weld here while I already have the Banshee in hand? Like, that's just adding salt to injuries. That is literally adding salt to injuries. Where are my starters? Like, Italy. Ghost was full combo. Where are they? Guess we just set this and we activate Zombie Weld and say go next. Well, if we hit Mizuki with Saranir, we don't have a monster in the grave. Oh, we do, but it wouldn't do anything. We resummon the Joy Spring, we resummon the Maxi. What does it do? It doesn't do anything. We gotta wait and hope that they don't draw anything stupid. But now they can go Huggins again, right? Because they only need to not control Runic monster. They on... Oh, it's Runic. It's the Joshua Smith list. So they are gonna go into a Synchro 12. No, it's a 10. They're gonna go into Barone. We'll probably die here. Like, there's nothing I can really do there. Drew super bad. The guy drew okay. He drew triple runic spell plus an Ash plus, like, top deck the thing to make Barone. Now he can pop the Zombie World, punch into my Mizuki. And I basically don't have anything I can do. He cannot punch into my Mizuki at least. So maybe we have a chance? That's stupid at this point. That's another searcher. Like, where are my starters? I'm gonna say we went through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. We went through a quarter of our deck, not finding a singular Triovs. Not finding a singular Triovs from a quarter of our deck. Flipping the Mizuki. Going familiar here. Going with those two into Sucker. And we are gonna try and do anything there. So Sucker there, gonna get me... We have the Freezing Curse to deal with. We can start with the Mizuki to try and bait something out. Maybe that works. Targeting the Ash Blossom. If he used the Barone now, I'm good. So this here, Sucker triggers. He probably negates the Sucker, to be honest. No. So right there, we could go Unicorn and force the Barone or force the Freezing Curse. So if we go there, go with those two. Why have I not reached Duelist level max? You can kind of see my hand and understand why. I started Banshees, Zombie World, Maxi, Ash Blossom, and my Maxi got ashed. So you can kind of understand why I haven't reached Master Duelist level max. There's nothing I can do against that. He's gonna target this, negate the Nightmare Unicorn. At least he's skipping his other phase. Oh, we were gonna draw like pretty good next turn, but guess we're never gonna get those. So now he could tag out into anything next turn. He can still not punch me. But if I said this, welcome in, Derpy Bay. I'm doing good. We're trying to play our hardest into this and try and see what we can do. But this is not going good. Oh, what is this game? Is this like Alien? Oh god, the scream. The scream. What were you doing? You were playing Master Duel. What were you playing? Were you on the Duelist Cup grind? Or were you doing something else? I'm getting my ass cooked there. I'm drawing all my one-offs. Like, I'm drawing Zombie World. I'm drawing everything else. So they are going to use the Barone. At least now, I know they don't have the Barone negate anymore. They skip their next battle phase because they are on Runic. So they can pop the Unicorn if they want. But I'm going to have the Xiamen next turn. So maybe Xiamen is good enough. Depending on what they draw. But watch them just draw everything they need. They can go into Bishop, Saronir, go into Rebellion, get the Regain or the Beast. Oh, they just draw Quem. We're gonna go next. Top decking the best card they could top deck. At this point, it's stupid. Like, they top deck everything they need, and I top deck Mizuki, Banshee, Zombie World. Master Duel, and no, I was just versing viewers, but I've been back-ended in the Duelist Cup. I'm trying to see where the vampires can go, but my deck used to do pretty okay. But I keep losing coin tosses. I keep drawing my one-ups instead of my three-ups. Like, I didn't have a hand today where I drew... If I go into thinking, I think I drew, like, Mizuki more often than I've drawn Ghost, Xiamen, or Italy. Any of those three cards, there are 8 copies in my deck of Xiamen, Ghost, and Italy. I have drawn more Mizuki, which is the one of. So they are on Vanadium, I think, there. If they add the Visa Starfrost, it's probably Vanadium. With the Kashtira, pretty insane hand, to be honest. Kashtira Fenrir, drawing them the Scareclaw Kashtira. Then they're going to be able to go into Starfrost, popping the Fenrir. Getting himself the summon, then they can summon the Kashtira Scareclaw. Oh, they start Meek too. Just everything they would need. They literally have full combo. You're still trying to learn Mizuki. I'm way behind because I took a break from Master Duel. So when I came back, all these new archetypes appeared. What archetype do you prefer? My Maxi has been a dead card for the last 5 times I've used it. Every time it's been negated. I know. Like, it's either Maxi wins you the game or it does nothing. At least now they're all tuners. So he's a bit stuck without Samsara, I think the name is. But he should be able to get everything he needs. Now he gets this. He's gonna get this Claw. I don't know how this end does it. We have to see Amin, but nothing else to really do. Oh, I forgot again, Zeta. I forgot. No. I'm gonna remind me. Show deck list after. Show deck list after. So they add another Starfrost. Can they even do a Starfrost once per turn? It is, right? So Rykard's gonna get them. They're gonna go into Chaos Ruler, right? We might just surrender this. We don't lose anything if we surrender this. And this guy opened everything. We opened not that much. I need to see this list. Yeah, we're gonna go next. Ain't no way where I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes just waiting for them to make a board. They're gonna end on like this pattern. They're gonna end on Perone. They're gonna end on everything. So let's show the deck list instead. So the new list I was running, I should really make like an Omega source at this point. But the list I was running is I added the Allure of Darkness, I added the Lubellion and everything. So the deck is built to not have the Punk anymore, so I was able to add the Dispatter in there, and Dispatter is going insane. Like, Dispatter is an insane build. And with this, if I get the Lubellion and let's say a Retainer on the field, I can go Chaos Angel too, which is pretty good. And the 6s with the like Unizombie makes me able to go into 10 easy. So that's a game plan. Because I'm running now more Darks, I don't run the Punk that are not Darks anymore. I can run Allure, and Regain is insane in this. So that's kind of the build. I feel like swapping a Druid for a Baldrake might be solid. Other than that, it looks rad. I could run like 4 different Bishul. That could be a pretty good play. I do have a Baldrake at home anyway. And run like the other Druid Swarm in the side deck if I need to side into tier or anything. Yeah, it's a different name. So if you draw double Druid Swarm, like it would be Druid Swarm and Baldrake, so you could do both in the same turn. I see that. I've just been testing it out myself where like just offline with just test end, and it's been going amazing. Like, I've been able to hit with Zombie Vampire. Like, I don't even care that much anymore if I meal the Zombie World, because I can end on Dispatter, Barone, Chaos Angel, made with a light and a dark. I believe a few with Bishul Runic. Ooh. Horus Zombie base. Yeah, I love the Horus archetype. Horus is probably my favorite archetype that came out. I love it so much. I also like 2 regains, seeing that the summon is an art once per turn. Yeah, but the problem is I don't want to draw a regain because my deck needs a lot of starters. So 2 regain is kind of iffy a bit. It makes me... If I draw regain in my opening end, it's a dead card. So that's why I'm running only 1. And it could be really good, but the problem is getting like both on the field. But the Aura stuff, I cannot wait for it to come to Master Duel. It is my new favorite archetype. They might not be the top contender, but I want to make everything work with Horus. They are a rank 8 archetype. They go well with Zombie Vampire. I've been thinking this guy's probably going away for Cyframe Gear Omega instead, because Omega's really better. I don't even know if I want the Zombie Dragon Lord. I was running it because I like the card, but I never made it any time during my test 10. There was always a Synchro 10 better to make. So I don't know if I really want the Zombie Dragon Lord. I might just change it to Gamma and add the Coach King there instead, in case I really need to backpedal with like Horus to draw cards. Yeah, it's way more solid than Felgren. So that's probably my game plan. I do not have an SP. I do not have a Chaos Angel IRL. So I'm gonna maybe try it during the holidays to see if I can buy myself one. But the problem is I have a lot of stuff to buy for the stream, so... Have you tried Artifact Sight? I hate Sight. I hate Sight. And isn't Sight banned in TCG? It is, but I hate Sight. Sight is such an unfun card. Like, Sight is the definition of what I hate about Yu-Gi-Oh! Just big blowout card that says your opponent cannot play the game. I hate that. I do not like... Do you have the Photon Lord? I do not right now, so that's a problem. The Photon Lord is insane. But I'm gonna wait for a reprint because ain't no way I'm buying a $70 Photon Lord. Ain't no way. We know it's coming in February, so I'm waiting for that. I'm not putting some money into Photon Lord when I don't need to. I would love to have one, but ain't no way. Yeah, it's getting a reprint, I think, in February, so I'm just waiting. But the Typhon, I'm not convinced to. It's good to out certain matchup, but I might just run it as a side deck when I know I'm going second. Because in the main deck, it's kind of weird. I'm not running Zeus anymore because most of my Xyz, I want to use their mats. I don't want to turn them into Zeus. It's not that great. Why is Photon Lord so expensive? It hasn't had a reprint in so long, and the auras coming out makes it super easy to make. So it's basically not that the auras are out. Any auras monster gets you a Photon Lord. Any Imseti or King Sark gets you Photon Lord on the field, and it's basically an anti-Nib, an anti-Ash, anti-Veiler, anti, everything. So it is pretty... It's a one-print secret, and it synergized really well with the new Aura stuff. Aurus is pretty expensive. I bought in at the start. I was one of the early enjoyer of Aurus, so I got myself 3 Imsetis when they were 30 USD each. I don't know how expensive are the Aurus right now. Are they that much more? I know I got myself for 30 Canadian each. So around maybe 25 USD. But they might have gone up in price now. But yeah, that's basically the list. Running Allure is really good for me. I really like running Allure. But if we go back into Master Duel now, I want to see if I can make some changes here. If we... The Punk Engine have been kind of annoying me lately because they've not been working as good as I wanted to. They've been breaking me more than not. So instead, we could be running similar to what I'm running in a TCG. But without the Aurus, which is kind of bad. But with this, we're going to be able to run Allure now. Because we are running more Darks ratios. So triple Allure is going to give us some draw power. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So about half. Oh, Italy. Yeah, Italy I can remove. And we can remove this one too, which is going to make some space. It's kind of sad that we don't have any way to go into, easy search for Ghost Fusion. The Wheeler we can remove, so we're going to add the Unizombie instead. Going back to our roots. Going back to our roots with triple Unizombie, and then I'm gonna add the Vampire Extra Normal Summon, add 1. Because I'm running more of a Vampire strat now. Yeah, the Wheeler's gone. We've got pretty much this for the deck, which is fine. The thing is, what I feel is, Vampire needs just a way to end on anything. Because right now, their best play is go to Beatrice... and Zombie Vampire, kinda, but Zombie Vampire is not an endboard monster, it's an extender. It is an extender, it just mills and summons something else, but in it of itself, it does not do anything. So I kind of wish they made it a bit better. But other than that, we have triple this, we have the Dispatter now, so it's pretty easy for us to go into Dispatter if we draw the Lubellion, which is neat. What extra deck monster could we run in this now? We could run the Relinquished Anima, to be honest. If you guys have any other ideas of what we could run, but the Relinquished Anima... Hello? I was gonna say, please tell me I didn't lose my progress there. But we do have our extra deck that we like right now. The 8 probably could be something else there, but we do not have the Aurus, so for now, I kind of want to run the last Bishol that we would need, because Bishols are really good into Mat Mech, so maybe like this. This seems okay. We could remove the 1-for-1. With the Allure, I feel 1-for-1 is not as great. And it's a card that we don't want to draw for 1-for-1. So let's try this. Let's try some changes. The deck was not working. It was working before. Before, when I was playing like 2 weeks ago, it was working great. But for some reason, the game cursed me. So now we're gonna try and play the deck without everything like that. We could try and turn this deck to a going second build too. With like Kurikara, with Nib and everything like that. But I don't know. This deck can go explosive first turn. Having the Lubellion into Call by the Grave is pretty great. The problem is we don't really have a way to trigger the Lubellion easily now. They do have an Ash Blossom. We are going to Call by the Grave the Ash. I could run a Reasoning playset. I could. The last time, the problem with Reasoning is that it's going to mill my high value card. Like, it's going to mill my Zombie Well. It's going to mill my Ghost Fusion. So it's kind of annoying. It was that easy, guys. The guy probably thought I was on Runic or something. But it is that easy. We Call by the Grave and Ash, and people just don't know how to play the game. They don't know how to play the game anymore. We stay winning. But I was running Reasoning at the start of Master Duel. But the problem is, it's a gamble. You don't know what you're gonna hit. It could really be bad for you. You could run into stuff that you don't really need. Going first is always scary. So this is probably going second cash, Mikanko, or... what are the other things? We started fine. Double Maxi going first with a Banshee is kind of annoying. If our Lubellion gets negated, we're kind of done. But seems to be fine. We're gonna add the Magnamut. Then, now the problem is, if I go for Magnamut now, I lose the Bestial Lubellion, and I kind of don't want to. So what I'm thinking of doing is summoning the Familiar, going to Relinquish, going Magnamut, banishing the Familiar to get myself the Magnamut, search a Bestial, go into... I think that's the better play. Mouse, please. Thank you very much. So we summon the Familiar. I would love to have a Vampire there. If we add any Vampire in our hand, we could have done more. But sadly, we drew double Maxi. I'm thinking even of running Maxi at 2, to be honest. Because I keep drawing them in too many, like, version of themselves. Let's banish the Familiar, summon the Magnamut here. Magnamut is gonna trigger, getting myself a monster at the end phase. And now we use Rebellion. Summoning itself, if only this was like anything else. We get this, we get ourselves the Rebellion, setting ourselves the Regain. Now the problem is we don't really have anything else, but we are gonna search with Magnamut, and we are gonna maxi them in the draw phase. Let's get the Druid Swarm. We can always banish a Magnamut to draw one in their turn and get back Magnamut there. We can always keep the Druid Swarm for interruption for them. But let's use the maxi we drew. I'm thinking I could even go for Linkuriboh instead of Relinquished Anima. Like, it could be good. Because Linkuriboh only needs a level 1. It is Kashtira. Let's use the Regain here. Regain's gonna summon the Magnamut. They are gonna be able to banish a monster. But using the Magnamut here is gonna get me a search. Now they can Fenrir. They can banish probably the Lubellion, I would say. Maybe the Regain if they want. Okay, banishing this face down. Now the annoying part is that they don't have a Dark anymore. It's Sword Soul. Sending this to the grave. They're water, so it's kind of annoying. We draw this. Drawing our 1-ofs again. Mizuki, Vampire Domination. Can I draw my 3-ofs? So. Drawing a 1-off again. So 1-off, 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 1-off. The Sacred Summit gonna resummon this. Summoning this, getting an Ash. Now the problem is we are pretty much dead, I would guess. They have the Blackout too. You're kidding me, right? They drew everything they need. Drawing double Ash now. We didn't draw a singular Engine, by the way. Not a singular Engine card at all. No Vampires. We drew a singular Familiar. We've drawn a quarter of our deck. So Chisha, we draw an allure again. No, like engine at all. So this is gonna trigger. They're gonna trigger the Moye. At this point, might as well Ash Blossom them. Like, there's no point not Ash Blossoming, but I don't know what's happening lately. Like, I'm gonna start running my starters at 1. I'm gonna run, like, Italy at 1. I'm gonna run Amin at 1. I'm gonna run, like, Ghost at 1, because I'm gonna see them more often than if I'm running them at 3. It's what I've been realizing lately. Oh, and they didn't even normal with this. That's kind of insane. We're for sure dead. Didn't you cut, Punk? I don't know. The game's cutting, like, the game's stacking the deck for me for sure. There's no way the game's not stacking the deck. It's been like 4 days that it's been happening. Even in decks like Sprite, I'm gonna draw like double Ash into like Smasher into something else. Getting into the Barone is probably my dead. Because they popped the Magnemite, then I cannot activate my Druid Swarm. I did not draw a singular... they're drawing another one of, by the way. So gonna search with Fenrir. Fenrir's gonna get himself probably the Scareclaw. No, the Unicorn. So it is Sword Soul. I don't understand the synergy between Sword Soul and Kashtira, but who am I to tell them what to do? If they pop Pizza Hut, I win? I don't know, because they can always negate my... Oh, I have 2 Bishul now, so I should be fine. But the problem is, they are gonna go into... Do they go into... They go into Draco Berserker. So if they banish my Magnemite, I just lose. By the way, not drawing a singular Ghost yet. I've drawn about half my deck, but I did not see a singular Ghost. Which is insane. Fenrir is a new pack, but they added the... It's not just that. They added the Unicorn too. So they go battle here. They punch there. Then they use that. It gains attack. That's fine for now. Oh no, they just kill me. So punch here. Then they're gonna punch with Barone. We're gonna start with Baldrake to try and bait them out. Banishing the Anima. Then they are gonna go Berserker. We are gonna do that and we just lose. Nothing that was happening there could have worked worse for us. That guy opened Crazy End and we just opened nothing. Double maxing the opening end, yeah, we just lose. Might as well just let him hit me. But at this point, that was stupid. That was completely stupid. So this goes to the grave, then this banishes the Baldrake, then we banish this. We can maybe do the regain. We should be able to do the regain here. So they get this, we get the regain. Maybe we draw our last Bishul. So banishing this. Maybe we draw something, but I don't see what could save us. We do draw the Bishul, but that's not going to be enough to save us there. There's literally too much damage on the field. Yeah, there's too much damage. By the way, did not see a singular... Once again, I'm reiterating. We did not see a singular Ghost there. We're running the Ghost at 3 ofs in our deck. We did not see a singular 1 copy of it. We saw, though, every single 1-ofs that we have. Every single 1-ofs was there. But no Lubellion, no Unizombie, no Ghost. And that's GG. Like, this game just hates me. I'm sure this game hates me at this point. There's no reason. When I was doing test stand on my own, it was doing great. But when I stream, might be the, like, broadcaster problem, but it's not working out. Welcome in, Folly, by the way. I saw you there. I just was monologuing and getting angry a bit at the game because the game's being so annoying. It's so annoying. How was your day, by the way? Are you off work now? This and can do stuff. We lose to a singular Ash Blossom. And we start with the worst vampire to send to the graveyard. I love starting non-engine, right? You see the reason why I don't run 2 regain, Zeta? Like, you see why I don't run 2 regains? Thanks for the stretch and the water. Like, if I was running 2 regains there, I would have drawn both. I would have drawn both. So that is the reason why I'm not trying to regain. We get ourselves this. Then we get ourselves the familiar to the grave. They add an interruption, so they probably have a max C. We do have the Ash Blossom for the max C. So this, send the Grace to the grave, summon the... They do have the maxi. At least we have the Ash Blossom, so we can negate it. I'm even thinking of cutting out the maxi from the deck, to be honest. Because at this point, it's kind of ridiculous how little I'm drawing my engine. So if I cut some cards and I just keep the engine, at one point I should see them, right? One game out of 20, I should see about a quarter of my deck. Right? If I have a quarter of my deck that are starters, one game out of 20, I should see them. So they have something else. Do they have an Imperm? Do they have an Ash? Do they have a Veiler? They're thinking about it. They cannot... what was it again? It was the... Popping up? I am not popping up right now. It's going bad. We can't activate the regain. I still don't know what they have. It's not a nib. It's something that they could do, but decided not to. So it's probably not an Imperm. Now we can do... Sucker with this and this. It is the Falling Note Hatchet. So let's use our regain, try and draw one, get ourselves out of this situation, seeing what happens. We do have the ghost here, so drawing a ghost other is kind of bad. And now the question is, if I revive the maxi there, it's gonna maybe bait out their interruption that they have. It's gonna turn off the Imperm if they have it, so that's gonna be pretty good. So it's probably not the Imperm, because otherwise they would have used it. Oh, they don't have an interruption anymore, so I'm gonna keep your board. Oh, they do. So it's not Imperm? Now we could go Shadow Vampire, get us the Voivode, maybe? If we get up the Voivode, we have an interruption. We do have the Zombie World there. So I might just set this and wait for their turn. Because at this point, I don't need to stress anything. I do have a Tribute on their turn. Could be a Veiler. It could be a Veiler. That's why I'm not firing anything. And I'm going to maxi on the draw phase. Let's see what they have. It could very well be a Veiler. So that's why I'm not firing anything. I'm going to wait. And now what I can do is quick effect, Tribute summon any monster they summon. So... we're gonna go a bit slower this time. How's the climbing going? It's going horrible. We've been drawing nothing but non-engine. Like I've had end when I've drawn double maxi 1 Ash. And I'm not finding any of my trios. This game I found the ghost. But even me cutting the deck as much as I can, I'm not finding anything I can do. Setting 2. End of main, we are gonna do ghost here. Now that they've set stuff up, might as well tribute summon this. Tributing over that here. Summoning the Shadow Vampire. Then using... Shadow Vampire first. Then regain second to draw a card. Welcome in, Fuzzy, by the way. I hope you're doing good. Hope your day's going well. I've been dying to... Come on, we really drew this? Like, this is the monster we wanted to pull. This is the monster we wanted to pull from our thing. Ain't no way. We should have done it in the other order then. Let's summon the Retainer then. Retainer's gonna get me a search. They do have something. It's a droll. This guy's stupid. This guy is stupid of trolling me like... So he's gonna blank this search, but at this point, what does it do? It doesn't do much, to be honest. Oh, that's a great draw. So now what we can do is use Sucker Effect, try and see what they have. Let's summon a Droll this time. Nice Droll. Yeah, Droll your opponent on their turn, on your turn. Don't wait for me to be on my turn, right? I dropped a level today. I'm at level 15 myself. So I'm doing fine, but I haven't climbed at all. They do have an Imperm. I knew they had one. So we could Ball Drake, but I think what I'm gonna do is go into Voivode there. They blanked my regain, which is really annoying. But now we can kind of extend there. We can do Voivode, summon, tribute those two, because we cannot tribute his monster anymore, which is kind of annoying. But if we go this and this, we go into Voivode unless they have another Imperm, which would be annoying. Now we can do Voivode effect, target the Maxi, getting myself this guy. Do you have another Imperm? Because for now you had Maxi, Imperm, and everything else. So we get this. We do have the Ball Drake there, so that's always an option. We have the Retainer that we can resummon again. Good thing you drilled me last turn, my guy, right? Good thing you drilled me there. We are safe against Maxi now. He cannot Maxi me anymore because we... Oh no, the Maxi is not in the grave, so we're not safe against Maxi. Well, we have the Voivode, so as soon as he activates Maxi, it's gonna die. Just because Voivode negates effect in the grave, so we should be fine. I don't know what this guy's on, though. He has a call by the grave. Okay, so that's pretty much everything he had. We can blank the call by the grave ourselves. Like, might as well, if we're gonna lose the call by the grave, might as well use the Ball Drake, make it miss. And we're not gonna be able to use the regain because it is negated. But I'm gonna click the button anyway. I like clicking buttons. You guys agree, right? It's fun to click buttons. So regain click. I know it's negated. I know it's negated. I'm not stupid, guys. So we are gonna go. We could go for... If we go Sheridan, it's gonna be 2.5. That's 2.6. We can go Sheridan with those two. Send this to the grave, revive it, go Zombie Vampire, and to... Like, I'm just trying to find the line to lethal. And I think that's the way. I never used Sheridan, so might as well. It is a forgotten card. We use Sheridan here. We send the Ball Drake to the grave. Target this. Then Sheridan effect again, using another... I don't understand why this used another mat. Like, if they made it so the sand is a mat and just resummoning is not a material effect, it would have been good. Like, the Sheridan would have been way better. But no, they had to make it so that you have to detach to get this effect. We are 800 damage away from killing them. So let's see if that gets us there. Oh, they're on fun. They are running fun there. Serenade effect is gonna get me the Lubellion in the grave. But we have lethal. Let's not beat around the bush and just punch them. I know they have the Mirror Force Dragon, but they don't seem to have it in hand. So this was like just stall? Like burn? It was a burn strat, I think. Kinda surprised they made it this far. But I guess you can take people by surprise that way. We did win this one. Even though it was really annoying, we did get there. Will we finally reach another level? Losing the coin toss is not a good start. It is not a good start at all. We need something better there. Please, a playable hand. I would be happy with like Maxi, Bishol, and 2 starters. That is fine. We have ways to play. We are gonna Maxi them when they try and do something. I don't want to Maxi straight away because it might be Labyrinth or something. So might as well wait. Yeah, end phase. We don't want to Maxi on that. The Shinobi Necro is a bit annoying, but Allure of Darkness is pretty good. They are gonna Maxi me. We are gonna Ash Blossom this. If they call by the grave my Ash Blossom, we're gonna call by the grave their Maxi. Look at that battle there. Oh my god. Trying to bait everything out. So now we're doing good, I feel. They have a gold spell? What is this? Oh, that's great. Okay, I understand why I didn't play this turn. Maxi into Ash for myself, into Callby, into Callby, into Gold Spell. But we still are good, to be honest. We can Allure, and then we can, like, Rebellion and everything. Let's start with Rebellion. Rebellion's gonna get me something. We don't even need to play into the Maxi, to be honest, if we don't want to. You have an Ash too? You're kidding me, right? So this guy's just running, like, Entrapception, right? He's running everything. I am under Maxi. Gotta be careful about that. Oh, he forgot that he called by the grave my Ash. He's stupid. He's stupid, guys. So if we go Magnemut, we summon the Shinobi Necro. I don't really want to make him draw anymore, because I feel he has a lot of... Because if I go Magnemut, I gotta think of how I can kill him. He did use, like, triple Entrap there. Yeah, I don't want to give him any cards, because I'm guessing he's running on... I'm pretty sure he's running on, like... I could go Dispatter with this and return something, go extend more, but I think I'm just gonna pass. Go for it, my guy. Next turn, I pop off, so you better kill me this turn. And you know what? I'm gonna do it right back at him. Might as well. If he plays into it, I get some cards. If he does not, I win. So, let's see. What can you do? He surrenders! See? Sometimes just waiting is the best option. You don't gotta go all out all the time. And that's what I like with this version, with the Bishul. You do not have to go all out all the time. You can just wait. You can just go it slow. Make it sure. Like, the Bishuls are an insane archetype that just allows you to grind the opponent. And that's what I like about the deck. It's less explosive than the last one, but it's way more resilient. Like the last deck that I was making with Punk and everything, the problem was that if you lose the coin toss, it's kind of hard to come back. You don't really have Entrap that much. And if you go turn 3, turn 4, and they break your board, you're kind of struggling. You don't have any more recursion anymore, and you have problem. Dark Magician. Sure, you can look at your top card. He's gonna Soul Servant. We should be able to... Oh, we can't even Ash that because that does not add to end, right? So they're gonna get themselves the Eternal Soul. We can always Ash the Eternal Soul. We don't need to... Eternal Soul can be Ashed, right? It does not target the card before deciding to summon, right? Or is it just Graveyard or End? I think it's just Graveyard or End, so it's not Ashable anyway. We have this. We have the Bishul Rebellion, which is pretty fine. So Bishul Rebellion here, gonna get us the Magnemut. Now the problem is, how do we get... Because we could go for Magnemut there, banishing our Rebellion. The problem is, it's not gonna do us that much. We could go Magnemut, banish this, summon the Retainer. I should really be running Chaos Angel in this, because it would be pretty good. So remind me to run Chaos Angel in this next time. But we could just summon Mizuki, bait out them sending the Dark Magician, and wait for it. If I want to bait out the Dark Magician, I might as well go for the Retainer then, because Retainer gets me... I care less about Retainer being banished than Mizuki being banished. If they summon the Dark Magician there, so we're gonna go slow. We're just gonna summon the Retainer there. Getting yourself... See, I know they have the... they don't have a Dark Magician? Doesn't seem like it. We are in no rush. We are in no rush right now. So let's just wait. We have the Baldrake. We have the Magnemut. We can... If they get Magician Soul, we can always Bishul their Dark Magician away. So we're not worried about that. We are in no rush. Another Dark Magic Circle. Sure, you're just gonna stack your deck again. Do you have another Soul Servant? Adding himself the Soul Servant. Then he's gonna do Eternal Soul. Do you have the Dark Magician in your... He does. He does have the Dark Magician. But that's fine. Now he can banish my Familiar, my Retainer, I mean. Banishing the Call by the Grave. That's completely fine. I'm happy with this because he knows I have my Bishul. So kind of weird that he went with that line. But now he's going to punch into the Retainer. Getting myself a Dark in the Grave so I can Magnemut. battle phase punching here. Now the question is, does he have another...
It was at this moment that he knew
he fucked up real bad. Now the question is, does he have the other Dark Magician? I know one of them. He probably set the Soul Servant there. We are going to go Magnamut. Magnamut is going to banish the Retainer. He does have the Maxi. We are going to Ash the Maxi because I do not want him to draw any card. I don't want him to drawing into other Dark Magician that would let him, like, banish more cards. So that way, we negate this. We summon the Magnamut there. We're going to search another Bishul. And we're off to the races now. We have a lot of things we can do. So let's do this. We add ourselves. Might as well add the Lubellion again. We want more light in the grave. How's it going? It's going pretty good, Couch. Hope you're doing good. We have changed the deck. There's no more Punk in this list. We are running more Bishul's Vampire there. So let's start with the Bishul Lubellion. Sending this to the grave, summoning itself. Then we are going to be able to use the Bishul Lubellion to get ourselves the Regain. And from the Regain, we're going to be able to draw a card, which is pretty good. So might as well use Baldrake here. Baldrake's going to banish a Magnamut, summon itself. Getting myself the Regain draw. I have an 8. I have a 6. I want the 2 for sure. So shuffling this, getting a Saronir. The problem is I don't really have another monster there, but I can go Lubellion. Then Lubellion gets me the Druid Swarm. I see a play. I see a play there. Oh no, I'm going to go to Magnamut there. So I go with this. Then I activate Magnamut again. I did not use it this turn, so I can just banish the Lubellion. That was a good thing that I got the Lubellion. Another light in the graveyard. That's what I meant. So we go Magnamut. Magnamut's gonna trigger, getting myself the search. They have something. I don't know what they could have. But now we can go into Beatrice here. Go into attack. There's no point in putting her in defense. We got way more just going into attack. And now we have the plays. Like, look at this. We send the Magnamut to the graveyard. We get ourselves to the graveyard the Shinobi Necro. Then we Bishul Saronir, banishing. That's the combo I was talking about. So we banish the Shinobi Necro. We get ourselves the Saronir on the field, and that makes this better. So Shinobi Necro here is going to summon itself. Right there. And we can go into a Chaos Ruler from there too, by the way. So we do this. We go Dispatter with this and this. And then Dispatter brings back the Shinobi Necro. Oh, can I be Dark Magician Pass? I do not know. It's way too strong. I'm gonna be honest. It's way too strong. So we are gonna do Shinobi Necro there. We still have a normal this turn. So getting ourselves the Shinobi. This one is if discard if another zombie special from your graveyard. So if we add the Mizuki in the grave, that would have been great. We could have gotten the effect of this guy, but we don't really need it. We can use him and this. And that basically resets the monsters. So at this point, we're going to be able to reuse it later on. We get the Chaos Ruler first. Chain blocking with the Saronir, and we just need to find a way to deal enough damage to kill them. Either by popping the Eternal Soul or by destroying their... Oh, we didn't want to send that. I wanted to send the Lubellion. I'm dumb there. Okay, this, that's fine. Let's add to our hand. At this point, we did not normal. We don't have the zombie world, so... At this, we're going to trigger both the other one. And this one activates. Then we can do Banshee afterwards. We have the keys to the kingdom now. So Ghost Fusion, we don't need to worry about typing anymore. So might as well activate the zombie world. I don't think I've ever played a Dark Magician duel where I ended up popping Eternal Soul and blowing up their entire field. I did a testing at one point. Did you know that you can... Is this once per turn? You can only use each effect. It is once per turn. Did you know that if you are playing Toad, like we did a testing at one point, like when I was starting streaming, if you pop the if you negate the Eternal Soul with Toad and set it on your field, then flip it face up and like pop it with Cruel Whale or something, it blows up their field? Because it was face up on your field, but it goes to their field at the end, so it's a super funny thing. Basically getting you the, like, a Raigeki on their turn if you pop the Eternal Soul. Technically, it's not wrong, because it was face up on a field, and you just sent it to be popped. Now we are gonna send a Mizuki there. Kind of annoying that we drew it. But we can just do this and this. Get into the Sheridan, and we're just gonna send a card to the graveyard. By sending it to the graveyard, we don't want to send this, so we're gonna send the Eternal Soul there. Sending this to the grave. Sending this to the grave. We're gonna destroy their Dark Magician there. We trigger our Garura, and this should be more than enough. I'm guessing this is Soul Servant there, so no worry. Pop yourself now. And we can just do this. We're gonna beat them with their own Dark Magician. We should be able to get the value to line up so we can punch for game with Dark Magician. So we're gonna get the animation, guys. We're getting the... Oh, it's in defense. No! I thought I could get it in attack. Well, might as well do this then. Just for safety. We never know what might happen. So we get this here. We get ourselves the Barone. I wanted to get the Dark Magician pop attack. And we're just going to pop the back row just to be safe. We don't know what it is. So in case it's something, it was the Soul Servant like I guessed. But this pattern goes so insane in this. Like, this pattern is a crazy card. It reads like a custom card, to be honest. No kill animation, I know. One of the big travesty of this game is that they did not give this pattern an animation. They should have given him a summoning animation. I do not understand why. We're getting close to the burger there. We are getting super close. We did pop off there, but we struggled a bit at the start. The thing with this deck is that we gotta see that it's not a deck that is meant to get rid of his whole hand on turn 1. It is more of a grindy deck. We go slowly but surely gaining advantage and making ourselves more well off. So you don't need to play everything at the start. This end is horrible. But we can just set this. I'm gonna keep the Call by the Grave in case they have an Ash Blossom. So we are gonna gamble. Most of our deck is dark. Whew. We lose a Shang-Chi. That's kind of unfortunate. But we get something there. They are gonna draw. That's a bit annoying. If we Call by the problem is, if we Call by the Grave this, we don't really do anything. So I think we just let it resolve. We set the Call by and we pray that Maxi gets us there. But that was really bad. The worst like dark we could have gotten. If it was a Bistral, I would have sent it away every time. Draw phase, we're gonna Maxi there. And it kind of telegraphed that I had a Call by the Grave. They had a Call by too, so we're pretty much dead. Like, Call by into Droll into me not hitting anything. Like, just drawing spells. I'm running 75% monster, and me drawing 4 spells at the start of the game is really unlikely. I don't understand how it happens. But apparently it's more likely than you think. Call by the Grave might screw them over a bit because it is Matt Mech. So he's gonna special summon. We can just Call by the Grave this. Maybe that subs their turn. Unless they have a Ghost spell. Batmech. I saw the meme. It's such a stupid meme. I don't understand how people find it so funny. It's just circular in a bat. It's just circular in a bat. Setting 1. We're not dead right now because they did break themselves too. But we're gonna need to draw anything. 2 Lubellions not really doing it. Well, we might as well do this. Getting ourselves... Unless they have another Call by the Grave. They do? Okay, we're dead now. So this guy drew Droll double call by. Guess we gotta hope we don't die this turn. And hope we find anything. So this is negated. We're gonna wait. So that's the first turn. Their turn's gonna be the second turn. So when we get back to our turn, we're gonna be able to Lubellion again. We do not have to worry about Call by the Grave anymore. They don't... it's at 2. So we don't have to worry about Call by the Grave. Ghost is fine. What we can do actually here is summon the Ghost. No effect, but now the Domination is online, so they can't really do anything about the Lubellion anymore. So Lubellion's gonna get me the Magnamut. And they surrender. But the point of getting Ghost on the field is that I had my Omni Negate already set. And we just win. We just outgrinded them a bit. They drew a lot of end traps, but not anything to stop me, so... Sucks to be you, and I guess I'm gonna go next. We are 1 away from the big 200 gemmies. Please. Please, we lose the coin toss. No! No, 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 not like this. Please draw some playable cards. I think I've drawn Maxi every single game today. And it has resolved like 30% of the time. This is an okay hand. We can draw 2 more. It's gonna depend on what they end on. They never expect the second Lubellion. Fusion Destiny, is it gonna be DPE pass? If it's DPE pass, I'm down with it. Oh, it might be just 0. So DPE and it's not gonna be pass, I think. Or they just drew the Malicious there. They can use Malicious, so getting himself a 6. Now, what do they do? Is it Hero? Is it just like... It's a pretty good start if it's 0, to be honest. Like, getting Fusion Destiny into those 2. It seems to be Hero, to be honest. If they go into the link 2 that is Hero base, I'm gonna know. They're locked into Heroes anyway, so... They use those 2. They go, yeah, it is Hero, so we might be dead. I don't know. Hero don't put up the best end board. Lubellion is a bit annoying for the end I was dealt with. But maybe we find some Bishals there. Getting this one back, they can get a Malicious again. They might go, if they go into Appaloosa... Oh, they can't. They're locked into Hero monsters. So at least there's no Appo coming out. Just because Fusion Destiny has a tag that says Dark Hero. So they can't go into anything else. They are going to combo off a bit, going into adding the Stratos. They did not normal yet, so they can normal the Stratos, getting himself another monster. What would they add here? Do they add the Forest? Yeah, they add the Forest. Then Forest can set the... I don't remember. Oh, they add the Vion in then. So this guy really did not start... Like, it started great because he had the Fusion Destiny, but remember, he used the Malicious from his end. I think Heroes are my least favorite kind of player in the game, to be honest. They talk about their deck like it's DDD when it's 90% Floodgate. If this guy goes and... gets out the... what is it again? It's not Dark Claw. Dark Claw is gonna suck against me. If this guy can get to Dark Claw, we're kind of dead. Yeah, he adds a hero monster. Oh, Plasma is even worse. We just can beat Plasma here. There's no way we can beat him with. If we get ourselves a Bishal maybe, but that's the only way. And the problem is we have to deal with not Lubellion. We have to deal with DP. So Plasma DP might be too much for us. Now they can fuse this. They can maybe go into... They need to be a Dark. So there's no Wake Up. They might go into Dark Bane, I think. Another DP. Oh? They fucked up, right? They for sure screwed up there. Ain't no way. Like, there's no point in doing that. So for sure they screwed up somewhere. But they do get the Plasma. At least it's a small Plasma, but it's a skill drain on legs. So it's gonna be annoying. We have the Allure. Maybe that's gonna get us out of there. Ghost Fusion could be useful. But we would need to play to start the game. So let's start with Allure. Try and see something. If they have the Ash, we probably die. Drawing 2, that's amazing. That is like the best top deck we could have gotten. So we're gonna go Lubellion here. Lubellion getting us the... We can just Bishol their DP now, which is insane. If we go just Druid Swarm outs the DP there. I would love to go Magnemut, but Druid Swarm is just insane. So Druid Swarm here, then we go Druid Swarm summon. We threaten the DP. I think I'm gonna banish the other DP there because they want to revive it. If they have 2 DP on the cycle, they can just revive it all the time. So that way we summon the Druid Swarm. It's small. They have a droplet. Don't they know how Druid Swarm works? This guy's just clicking buttons, right? Like, he's just clicking buttons at this point. Because now we can do Lubellion. Lubellion effect. Then we get back the Druid Swarm. Do we want to do that? If we summon the familiar, we go into IP with this. And that sends a Druid Swarm anyway to the grave. They are forced to use the Destiny Hero Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. So we summon the familiar here. We get ourselves some rotation, get some bodies on the field. We go into Masquerena with those 2. I just want a Druid Swarm in the grave. I don't understand why he dropleted. Like, you already had Plasma on the field. Why would you use a droplet? Now we can just use Druid Swarm. Getting rid of this. And now they are forced... They're not really forced to use this, but we are doing fine. We can use Familiar now, send the Retainer, and we're cooking. As soon as they use the DP, they're dead. As soon as they use the DP, they are dead there. So Familiar effect. Familiar is gonna get me a search. They can't negate it, so... We get ourselves, at this point... If I get myself the Ghost, I can summon Ghost, send the Domination to the grave, get myself more stuff. So I think that's the play I want to do. Get more summon. It just gets me 1 more body on the field. Oh, I don't have a summon. I'm stupid. Now what we can do is get the Retainer. We want to get 2 bodies on the field. Because if we can get 2 bodies on the field, we can get ourselves the Ghost Fusion without problem. And if we get the Ghost Fusion, we are good. We keep the Bishol for the DP when it goes to the grave. That's for sure. Getting the Domain, if we draw into any of our normal summon, we're doing good. But now because we have 2 Dark Zombies there, we can just use any of them. So if he tries to use DP, he can just blanks 1 of them. We go Garura using... might as well use this one. And we use the Shang-Chi. We do have a zombie in the grave in the form of Vampire Ghost. So Shang-Chi's going to be able to come back. They really do not want to fire that DP. It is their last point of interruption, so it kind of makes sense. But it's going to bite them in the butt. Now we can do this. We can go into Shang-Chi effect. Gonna send to the graveyard. And I'm gonna force their DP on the next play. So we send to the graveyard at this point. Might as well send the Mizuki. And then I'm starting more and more to like this card, to be honest. Because now we can make this and force the DP. It's just a send to the grave. So we go Dampier. Then we use Dampier effect. Now they need to DP. If they don't DP, they lose. If you do not DP right now, you lose, my guy. Welcome in, Yume. I'm doing good. We're beating up an hero player that started everything. But he's just clicking buttons. So now he's reading this card. He's probably never seen this vampire card. Now he needs to use this, which is fine. He's gonna pop probably itself because he doesn't want to lose this. Like he says, oh, I'm gonna revive it next turn. Oh, he's smart. He pops this. Then we use Garura here. Garura gets us another search. We get a Nash Blossom. That's fine. We can Mizuki. We can go into Beatrice here if we want. But, oh, I forgot to get the... Oh, I forgot there. Let's banish their Plasma in case they have, like, something to get it back. Then we get this. We could even just do Unicorn there to get ourselves, like, the DP out of the way. We are gonna special summon the Lubellion. I completely forgot. If I add the Chaos Angel in this, I could have went Chaos Angel there. And make a big Bungus that could have, like, banished their DP. That would have been way better. But I forgot again. I keep forgetting. But Regain's gonna be fine. Then we can do the Unicorn with this and this. It's gonna get banished this one. So we're gonna draw one from Regain. I've been here for like an hour. I'm a ninja. You're lurking. You're a sneaky lurker. Then we're gonna use Regain. Then we want to use this. Getting to the graveyard. Do I even need the Ash? I don't think I need the Ash. The other Vampire card I kind of want to keep. In case I draw a Vampire card, I can extend more from there. So let's keep the other Vampire card. Bounce this back to the extra deck. And now they don't have a field. So I just need to find a way to kill them this turn. It should be doable. With this, it's even more. Is this even just lethal? We have Saronir. Saronir can banish the... Might as well banish it. The Malicious at this point. So we summon this. We get ourselves the Mizuki here. And we found the lethal. Pretty good, guys. We can summon this one. We could have went into Pep if we wanted, but I wanted to make a Zeus. But GG, we reached Duelist level 17. Nice. We reached a big gem checkpoint. But yeah, I love this deck how it grinds out more. It's less like one trick and more all around well-rounded. Now the thing is, do I really need an anima? I don't think I do. Because I want the Chaos Angel for sure. Chaos Angel in this version of the deck is insane. I should write Angel there because otherwise it's going to be hard to find. This one here. So what do I want to remove? Probably removing the Relinquished Anima. I don't even know. With this, I don't really make Appaloosa. So I could remove Appaloosa to go into... what would I want? I want the Psychic Frame, Psyframe Omega. I cannot think right now. Good night. Have a good sleep. We have more Synchros there. We have some XZs. We could be running Zeus. The problem is, like, Beatrice, I never want to make Zeus over. This guy is not going to be good because most of the time when I make him, he uses both materials straight away. Wolo's going to use his material. So, like, we don't have an Xyz that keeps his material. So, there's no real point in going for the Zeus in there because we don't have any good target. We want to keep the IP because the IP is a way to get our familiar or retainer in the grave if we have non-zombie on the field. So we need a Link 2 that can be made without a zombie monster. And IP is the best one to meet the criteria. If we were running into SP, we could decide to just run like Sucker and SP there, nothing else. But the problem now is that we kind of lose to Noir. But I feel we're going to have to accept that. We can't beat every matchup with this. We need to accept that sometime we're going to win, sometime we're going to lose against certain matchup, and go from there. But we keep going a bit. I don't want to go too late tonight because I got to go and help out with a stream in a bit. So we might do like 1-2 duels. I know someone was talking about showing me a deck, so if you're still here, I don't remember who it was. I'm sorry about that. My memory is super bad. But if you're still here, feel free to remind me and we can go for some duels before we end. But we do go second, 0 end trap. It's kind of annoying when I draw no end traps. I'm running triple Maxi, triple Ash for Bestial, so most of my hands should have an end trap there. But we are Duelist level 17 now, about to go 18. Is it 2 wins again, or is it 3 wins? It's 3 wins. Okay, 17 to 18 is 3 wins that we need. Good to know. We are gonna go first. Can we get to 18 at least tonight? I don't know if I'm gonna go to 19. I might start back the grind for rank, because I kind of want to try and reach Master this season. See how it goes, so we might try it out. But for sure, for now, it's going good. We are gonna lure. If they have an Ash Blossom, it's the time they do it. Doesn't seem like they do. We can banish. At this point, the Grace is good. But we don't... Oh, if we send a familiar, we can just send another familiar to the grave. So banish this. Now the question is, do we want to start Uni-Zombie? Ghost gets us more, to be honest. Like, Uni-Zombie is neat, but Ghost gets us more in the grave. We start the full vampire line. We can get more cards there. How can we lose when we're the who's who owes? What does that mean? I might be too dumb to understand this. If we go Uni-Zombie, we send to the grave. We send another one. Then we are level 5. We can get the level 1. We can go into the 6. I changed my mind. Uni-Zombie is better. So let's go Uni-Zombie. If they have an Imperm, we lose there. Kinda. So let's hope for no Imperm. They do have the Imperm. So that's going to be annoying. We lose on that. Now we are going to end. We're going to maxi on their draw phase. Usus are the best of the best. Oh, I don't know them. So we get this. We do have the Sournair. Maybe the Sournair is going to be good enough. They have the call by. So they started Imperm call by the grave. Let's see what they have more. They might have like Circular in their end. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised. They started everything. We should, now thinking about it, we should have kept the Familiar because we could have done Ghost, send Familiar to the grave. It was a bad play on my hand. Starting packs, we're dead. We're so dead. Going against Exosister, starting the best card in their deck with double interruption against me. We are not living this, guys. There's no way we're living this. Because now they go everything, they banish everything. I don't have a Darkened Grave. Every time I will banish something, I lose. So yeah, there's no beating that. Let's just go next. Exosister is probably the worst. He started everything too. Like 2 Exosister there, packs with Imperm and Call by the Grave. So the guy just shows his hand basically. He has all the women. He really does. There was, like I said, there's some matchup that this deck really struggles against. And most of those matchups are Graveyard 8 deck. So Exosister is probably the worst offender of them all. Like, anytime I move a card out of my graveyard, they're gonna trigger 20 effects and I'm gonna die. Okay, this hand is something. Drawing double maxi. That's not great. We lose to a singular Ash Blossom. So let's hope they don't have one. We could have just went with no effect, set the domination, but I want to try and play the game. They do have the maxi. Okay. So at this point, we probably just end there. I don't want to play too much into their maxi. I'm probably going to cut the maxi to be honest, because I know myself. I'm going to draw the maxi all the time. So if I don't play into it, I should be doing good. I could... The problem is I don't have a way to set Zombie World. I was thinking of going like... Grace into... Like, we're adding Grace for sure. The question is, do I give them a draw? I don't think I do. Because I could go Familiar, send this, go into Sucker. That would give them 2 draws for not much. So let's go next. We love the Cockroach here. We love the Cockroach so much. And watch this. They're going to have Ash or Call by the Grave too. They're going to have it. They are on Labyrinth. Thanks for the water, Folly. We're probably dead. We are for sure dead now that I think about it. Like, they are going to get the welcome. They started Maxi into the Shangri-La. We do have the Saranir if the lady ever hits the graveyard at least. That's big welcome. That's not going to be too bad. They won't trust. Oh, I'm trusting in my own bad luck, to be honest. I'm so... Like, I don't understand how I can be so bad at drawing cards. We're gonna wait for their big welcome because we do not want... We want to chain the Maxi to the big welcome for sure. Setting another card. They might just decide to not fire it off this turn. Setting 2. Then they use the big welcome. We are gonna Maxi there, hoping to get anything. At least most of them are dark, so we can always Saurnair the Stovey. which might be good enough. I know how Labyrinth works. They're gonna get the Silver Lady. They're gonna add it back to end and summon the lady again. They could go for Ariana, summon the Ariana. Yeah, Ariana, get back to end and search something. Let's hope if we can find an Ash Blossom there, that might be good. We get the Scarlet Scourge, one of the worst draw we could have gotten. So they're gonna try and special summon it. We should be able to answer this. We should be able... They have the Shangri-La here. That's annoying. So sending this, but we are gonna... Why can't I Saronir there? What's stopping me? This thing is a dark. So why couldn't I Saronir? Is there a reason? Welcome in, Leon. I do not understand why I couldn't Saronir. Now I can. Why could I not Saronir there? Like, what was preventing me?
Okay, so I can get a part of the damage.
I don't understand. I do not understand this game sometime. Battle phase? Sure. But how was your stream, Leon? We're trying a new build. We removed the punk from this. And we're just going like Bishul. You couldn't because you didn't try hard enough. I just don't understand. I was set on to. Like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be fine. But there's nothing that should prevent me from chaining to their Labyrinth stuff, right? Was it because did they do that in battle phase? No, they were in main phase, so... And this can be used in battle phase. Did they not have a monster to make it a quick... Oh, they didn't have a monster. You're right. You're right. They do have text. Those cards have text. You guys are right. I remember now. Cards do have text. So we are going to go Lubellion. Lubellion's going to get us... The Bishul Engine is just insane. It's an insane grind game of an engine. We are going to get the Magnamut. And then we can go... Right here, we go Familiar. Familiar is going to pitch the Grace. We summon itself. We search another monster. Then I know they have like... They have the Welcome Labyrinth. So might as well chain the Maxi there. We do have the Magnamut now if you want to chain to their furniture. So that's pretty good. If they have a big welcome, they use it now. They don't seem to have it. They might have a compulse to trigger the lady, which would be a bit annoying. But we do have ways to play around it. Now they probably summon the lovely lady, the silver lady. Getting the Shinobi Necro here is kind of annoying. But we can get... I see a play. I see a play there, guys. We can get into this pattern there. We have a way to this pattern with this hand. We're just gonna play... They have an Imperm. I don't care about the Imperm. Welcome in, Main Vein. I hope you're doing good. How's your day going? Did you find space? I had the Bishul just to make this pattern. Because this pattern is so insane. So they're gonna set a trap. That's fine. That's completely fine. I don't care. Enjoy the road to 20. Hope for not too much salt. I'll be enjoying my spaghetti. Can I have some? Well, yeah. If you want to go rest up, I always say it. I kind of forgot because I was renting. But if you want to go rest up, if you want to just go lay down, eat some food, feel free to do so. Thank you so much for dropping by. I know after stream, most of the time we're a bit tired. So thank you so much for dropping your community here. And for those that don't know me, I'm just a small flan playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love my vampires a lot. So that's why we're playing vampires right now. Now the thing is, we can go into Shinobi Necro. We could go this Shinobi Necro. Go. Now the question is, do I want to go for Sucker? I don't think I do. So I just... Oh, no. The play was that. We summoned Shinobi Necro. They have still a trap card. They have a singular trap card they can do something with. I don't know what it does. But we go this, and this. Because that makes sense. That's one of the things I love about vampires. They have so many levels. So it's kind of like level modulation. You can just modulate the level and make your synchro easier. That's why I like running them in a synchro-based archetype. Like, you can get the one to search a monster. They're gonna flip this. That's kind of annoying. So now they bounce this. They blank my thing. We can do Ghost here to at least get value out of their big welcome. Now, do they have another effect? I saw an interruption. So, probably an effect. We are going to tribute summon the Scarlet Scourge over this. Sadly, this guy needs to change its level to be able to resolve. So, sadly, we're going to lose him. But with this, we get the Grace in the field. And we are going for the kill now. So, they have this kill drain. That's annoying. It's an enjoyer of fun, guys. But we can beat that. We can beat this. We go into Magnemut here. Magnemut is gonna banish the Shinobi Necro. We can make a monster bigger than their lady. Punch over it. And then we get a lot of stuff there. So this here, what did they set with the lady? I just want to remind myself. They set the punishment. Okay. They probably have a 5-headed dragon. Oh, it's skill drained. I was like, why is it negated? But it is skill drained. So what we can do now is go Rebellion. Because it is an effect in the grave. It's not even an effect. It's just a condition to summon. So it cannot even be chain blocked or anything. And now we go for... like, Chaos Angel would be interesting. But it's only activated effect. So it wouldn't work that much. We want to go for a bigger guy. So this into this is going to get me the Bishop Rebellion. We know they can do anything with their trap card right now. We probably just go battle, punch, punch. And then we go Saranir, banish their Silver Lady. And now they have a punishment that they can't do much with it. So punch here to get rid of the lady. So what I like with this pattern too is that it's a big guy. It is a massive dude. And then in the battle phase... wait, oh, they don't have a monster. I should have done that before. I always forget they need a monster. What we could have done is Saranir banish their Lady of the Labyrinth to get ourselves the, like, extra body and punch for 2.5k more. But that's fine. No point in using that. No point in using this. If we go Saranir, we can go into something, but none of the monsters really do anything here. So I think we're just keeping the Saranir there. We are saving it for Lady. The problem is I know they have a Dogmatica punishment, so there's no way they can get their Silver Lady back. So I'm gonna wait on this. I'm not gonna use the Saranir now. I know they don't have a monster, but if they can't amass anything there, if they want to use a punishment to remove the Dispatter, they need to send the 5-headed dragon or something like that. So there's nothing they can really do. We don't have a way to out the skill drain in this deck, so that's the annoying part. They are gonna do punishment. Oh, okay, they target this, so they send the 5-headed? No, they send Chaos Angel? Oh, Chaos Angel's a big guy too. They are going to do this. They are going to do that. We probably lose, to be honest, just because of skill drain. What a fun card. They got the one of skill drain. We probably are dead. No Branded Beast. We have gotten Branded Beast there? We're under skill drain. Like, how do we get Branded Beast? And I don't run Branded Beast in this because it's a dead card most of the time. But please tell me how we get the Branded Beast there. Or draw it? That's not a good way to get it. We have this, but now they have the welcome. They have the big welcome. Like, we probably die. There's nothing really we can do. They just got the skill drain. Without skill drain, we're winning this game. Without skill drain, we're so winning. We add this in the bag without skill drain. But no, they gotta get the big one-up, like, unfun card. So, might as well activate this. Get an extra normal of a vampire, then activate some effect. It is really pain. I hate this floodgates like that, by the way. I really hate floodgates. I don't think the game is that fun. When someone floodgates you, it just turns off so many interaction. And now they're gonna big welcome. I'm probably gonna... At this point, I kind of want to remove their... because that can get from the grave, right? So I think I'm getting rid of their Silver Lady in the graveyard at least. So they need to get the one from the deck. But I don't see us winning this. I don't see us winning this at all. So we do this. We summon the Saronir. But now we don't really have any monsters that can punch over this. The other lady, the problem is the other lady is never going to hit the grave. It's never going to hit the grave. Like, we need something to prevent them from doing anything. So they get the Silver Lady from the deck. Now they summon the... Oh, they fucked up their combo there. Well, I guess they can never summon the... They can never rip a card from my hand, so that's fine. We can probably just sit on a Zeus. But they have a 2 now, so we are not going to be able to do much. They are going to activate the Shangri-La, getting themselves back the monster. Then we do have the Lubellion there. We have the Domain to get an extra normal. If we add access code, we could get rid of this, but sadly we don't run it. We are going to summon the Lubellion there. Then from there, we can use the Saronir just to make our deck a bit thinner. Getting the other Lubellion in the grave. Then we can go for... Like, there's no point in doing this. We can summon the Familiar with our extra normal. Then if we summon Sucker, the problem is we don't have big Link 4s. So that's a big problem. Yeah, I don't see how we win this. Like, we do this, but that's pretty much GG. What a fun game. Losing to a singular card. We might add access code there. I keep saying, like, if we did not get Skill Drain, we're good. But they drew the 1-of card. No, we don't want to create a new. It did. You don't plan for Skill Drain. Yeah, I don't plan for Skill Drain. Like, I could run access code Talker. This would be an out. Like, this guy. What would we remove for him? Like the Omega, probably. It's probably better off. Like, we can go into Unicorn into access code, and it's an out to Skill Drain, which would have won us the game there, so might as well go for it. We're gonna go for one last game, I think, and then we're gonna see after that. But that was painful. I main Cyclone because it's generally good. The thing is, we are already drawing so many non-engine that I don't really want to run other non-engine. We are running 10 end traps and we're drawing them way too often other than our engine stuff, so getting the allure is pretty good. And it dilutes our Allure of Darkness, so it's not the greatest. I'm gonna start with Ghost though. We do have the Call by the Grave to negate the Ash Blossom if they have it. We can send the Retainer to the grave. It is full vampire combo this, so let's go with it. We are gonna add the Shadow Vampire to our hand. Send the Familiar to the grave. Then we can use... Do they have Droll? They have something there. Let's do Retainer there. Retainer is gonna get me the... Grace to the graveyard. Now the question is, do I prefer double Kaiju on his turn? They have a Bishul? That's annoying. At least now I blanked the Bishul. So they didn't get the monster that I... Like, I always do the Retainer first because I know people are gonna fire straight away for the... for the monster I'm summoning. So at least that way I'm getting more value. And they don't have Bishuls anymore. So that was the plan. I didn't want to give him anything that they could use for extension. Let's go for the Vampire Ghost. Now we do have Ghost in the grave. So, like, it's always use your worst move first. Because people like clicking buttons in this. So if you use your worst move as a first interaction, they can't do much. Like, they're gonna click buttons. They're gonna lose. And they're gonna be sad. So let's summon the Scarlet Scourge. Let's get ourselves Scarlet Scourge effect. We don't want to use the Grace because she just costs more than summoning her from the Scarlet Scourge. So that way, and then we can go into... At this point, might as well Who knows Vamp choke point? That's a point. No one knows what I do. Like, when no one knows what you do, it's the best part. So if we go for Sheridan, we could steal this, but does that really do anything? We do not have a normal anymore. If we did, we could have went into more. So I think I'm just going into Beatrice there. Not the greatest turn, but we could send the Mizuki to the grave, but that's not great. Oh, we can send the Ghost Fusion. What am I talking about? We have the combo. We send this to the graveyard. I kind of forgot I had the Ghost Fusion in there. So we do the Ghost Sleeper. We get the Ghost Fusion. Use Ghost Fusion there. Getting ourselves the Garura using this guy. And using the Shang-Chi. Then we summon the Garura. And we can just go from there. Then Shang-Chi effect. Gonna banish the... At this point, I could banish the Shadow Vampire because I can get it back from this batter. I can get it back from Ghost Sleeper. The Grace triggers too. So good thing we didn't activate the Grace earlier. So now we get another body on the field. Another 6. Then we can do Shang-Chi. Sending to the graveyard. Do I gamble that I'm gonna get... Like, what I could do is go Sheridan. Then gamble chills, because I could go Mizuki, go even more there, bounce that back. Like, what's the best plan? If I send the Banshee now, then I draw one. It's always gonna be like, I think Sheridan's the best thing. So I do have this. I can go into... Like, I don't have a way to extend that much more. So might as well send the Banshee. The other plays don't do much sense. So Banshee there. We are going to trigger the Zombie Well just to get ourselves a better field. We are going to go into the... If we go into Sheridan, we can go into IP with this. Clear his board. Is it better to just go Wolo? Like, Wolo is more interruption there. Sheridan doesn't really do much. We steal a 6. We get a 6. We can go into Wolo afterward. But we just have an Xyz that did nothing, basically. So... I think Lubellion in Shambles. If we don't draw Lubellion fast enough, we're just not going to be able to use it. But we do this and that into Wolo. Hello there, Shadowstroke. I hope you're doing good. We are trying to find a way out of this game. So they do have this. We are going to set this just to scare them off. This here. And now we turn this to on. We do have the Call by the Grave if they have an Ash Blossom. If they have anything else, they are on a pile. So it's probably a Thunder Dragon pile with everything. We send to the graveyard this. We are going to get the Doom King. They might try and threaten the battle phase to remove my Doom King there, but that's fine. I don't worry too much about this. So getting ourselves the Doom King back on the field. Sadly, we do not have Sucker, so we cannot draw a card there, but... Like I said, that's okay. As soon as a card hit the graveyard, our Wolo is live, so our Doom King is live too. If they try to draw, our Ash triggers our Wolo to banish anything. Didn't make them send a spell. I don't know what they're on. They could even be on Tier Element in this. You see a Giga Chad Vampire? I love vampires. It's another build. We don't have Punk anymore. Branded Fusion. We are ashing that for sure. Ain't no way you're resolving this. And we are chaining Doom King. We are chaining Doom King. Like, they could be on Tier Element stuff. Now seeing the Branded Fusion, I'm sure they have some Tier Element in there. It's a pile. It's a 60 card pile. So ain't no way I'm letting them do that. Now my Wolo's live too. They have the Fusion deployment. That's fine. I can always negate the monster that they summoned there. Casually opened it in a 60 card deck, by the way. Like, just like that. They opened it in a 60 card deck. They are gonna trigger the Fallen of Albaz, but we can just negate it with Doom King. Doom King here, negate the effect. Now the problem is we don't have any way to interrupt anymore, other than the Call by the Grave. But let's hope it's enough. The Albaz is gone, then we have the Wolo, and they surrender. Easy as that. Easy as that. But this guy drew crazy in a 60 card deck, opening like Fusion Deployment into Branded Fusion and having a Bistral. That is insane. But I think for tonight, that's probably gonna do it. Sadly, we did not get to Duelist level 18, but we did reach 2 more levels, so pretty happy about that. It's a bit of a shorter stream. On Friday, it's gonna be probably a short stream too, because Leah's having her re-debut, so I want to be there for when the subathon start and everything. So Friday, exceptionally, it's gonna be earlier to stream again, probably around like 5:30 to 6 p.m. depending on when I get back home and when I eat. But after that, we are gonna do a shorter stream. I might try to get something going for Saturday just so we have more stream hours, but I'm trying to work on other stuff for the stream too, so maybe not. We're gonna see how it goes. Now, who do we want to raid? Who do we want to raid? Who's online? We could go. Gutter streaming? Oh, you're right. We could go to Gutter. Let's go to him. He's a cool dude. He's oh, I was gonna type like, instead of typing /raid, I was typing like /gutter for some reason. For some reason, I was typing /gutter. So send a raid his way. He's a really good sprite. He makes some cool like sprite art. So if you guys like that, feel free to check him out. And on that note, I'm gonna be back on Friday. Like I said, I don't know when I'm gonna start. I'm probably gonna start earlier than usual, so keep in touch on my Discord or on Twitter for when I go live. And here's the raid message for those that are sub. Here's the raid message for those that are not. Feel free to join in. It's always fun to show that we're there. And I'm gonna see you guys all next time. I like the deck. I would love to have the Aurus, because the Aurus makes the deck work even more. It gives us more place to start, more ways to discard bad end and everything, but sadly we don't have them. So we gotta play with what we have. And when the Aurus come out, we're gonna use them to upgrade the deck. But on that note, I'm gonna wish you all a good rest of your day. Please take care of yourself. Get some good food, drink some good water, and get some good sleep. And I'm gonna see you all next time. Bye-bye.